we live?
Live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Saturday. You know, that was legitimate. I had to take a minute. I was like, wait, what day is it? It's confusing.
It is. Everything starts to blend together. When Thursday rolled around, I'm like, man, this is a shitty Tuesday. It's because it's Thursday. Well, that explains that.
All those days with Wise. Hey, beautiful people, what's going on? We're getting ready for another Linux GameCast Weekly. We just finished up the pre-show. That's a thing. That happened. Playing around with some new things this evening, so there's your warning. Ha! Let's kick this over to the live show. There we go. Maybe everything will hold. It'll stay still, and we can get through it. I'm Vince Stone. That's Jordan Fang over there, and the man to the right.
Hello.
Is Pedro Mateus, not the man who just talked. You deserve that, Pedro. I hope you know that.
I knocked the vape thing off my own hand. My excuse is that I don't have enough fingers. So.
Your real excuse is that you're drunk.
I've only had a beer.
Here's the thing.
Come on.
Drunk on a beer.
A beer, man. What happened to you? Lightweight. Think about it like this. Do you ever hit your desk with your knee?
No, but that's because my desk is higher up than my knee.
I mean, mine is too, but not when I move my leg up a little bit. Oh.
No, I mean, this is an adjustable height desk, right? So I made sure I got like good clearance.
Oh, so
at work all the time because it is substantially lower.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Since that's you could like let it down a little bit, live a little this evening. Like a record, baby. Come on.
I could, but I won't.
Aw, quit being intelligent. None of that.
Lemon vodka and tonic water.
We got no room for intelligence on the next GameCast.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go get another beer.
See what you've done? Our sweet little boy.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Oh, wow. We have everything put together. We're going to, what would you say, Jordan? Reasonably sized?
It's an average size show.
Average?
Yeah, average. No, it's like 5.5 inches.
Like a full 6 inches?
Yeah, almost.
Almost? All right.
Almost.
Right there.
We're a little girthy, so it makes up for it.
That's right. Hey, man. It's just like a tuna can.
They call me Mr. Hockey Puck.
Oh.
Because my penis is made out of black rubber.
And Scandinavian witchcraft.
Yes.
The most important.
Okay, that's the 5.5% done. Now we get into the 6.5%.
Oh no. That sounds like a horrible idea.
They only let me buy 3 of these beers. It's like,
Good.
the rationing is still in effect, so okay.
The rationing was gone like 2 weeks ago. They're just like, don't let him get more than 3. Death metal band. And there was some band I ran across. They were doing like a metal ballad to the Bismarck.
Sabaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a Sabaton thing.
Like, okay, this is like metal ballad and historically
to lead
accurate.
The war machine.
Yeah, that's it.
To rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine.
History Channel's changed, man.
I mean, what? It got accurate again? That's no longer Ancient Aliens.
No strange unidentifiable.
There is
lights in
no
the
evidence. There's no historical evidence to suggest that Hitler wasn't a cyborg. So we have to admit to ourselves that it is in fact possible.
There's a possibility. Yes.
Yeah, Sabaton is like The Last Stand and the Bismarck song are like the 2 that I keep listening to.
Okay, that appears to have settled down.
And Korpiklani, their rendition of the Yevon Polka. It's funny.
All right. Let me get some drinks, and we got 4 minutes till go time.
Yes. Well, yeah, no, all of that because, you know, since I started staying home a lot more, I started going through Know Your Meme. And that's where I've been finding it's like, oh, this music, and they use this music for this meme. And this band has this rendition of this particular meme. It's like, huh, okay.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
One thing that surprised me was how well Discord deals with Zalgo text.
Discord seems like they'd have a solid Zalgo text implementation given their like main target.
Yeah. Like, very, very tame.
Or
Now
that.
you broke Discord.
Yay! It's Zalgo text.
Ailstorm, yeah. Yara har fiddly-dee. Being a pirate is so good to be.
Alright, let's jack the crazy litness level up. Let's see what happens. My message is over 2,000 characters! I can upload this message as a file instead. Alright.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're a lame lord.
I said lamoid.
Oh, that's an I, is it?
Way to fail at basic Zalgo literacy, Mr. Zalgo.
How can you tell the difference? I mean, it is reject.
Man, I totally have become one of those. Everybody stand back! I know regular expressions, people, because goddamn can I write some fucked up regular expressions.
This sounds like a Zelda 2 castle level.
Yeah. Or like a early Metroid level.
Possibly, yes.
Or maybe not quite a Castlevania, but
Something in that era, though.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure if I read the ID3 tag, it
So
everything we
some
just
like
said
2D
inspired
side
by it.
scroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NES style.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't mind the chiptunes. I really don't. But I don't think I could have that on permanently as a...
Like, to me, chiptunes are like an exercise in minimalism, because you look at shit like Final Fantasy VI or whatever, or like Chrono Trigger, it's like, wow, they really have like a full sounding soundtrack out of blips and bloops. It's amazing what they can pull off. But like, you can't just make a random thing a chiptune version. It has to be like composed with that in mind.
Yeah.
And like properly arranged and stuff.
It is just like the library from
Free Music Archive.
YouTube.
Ah.
They got like a Creative Commons. We're not going to sue you because we're not Netflix. Did you hear about that, Jordan?
Oh.
All right, let's do this.
We're getting sued. We're getting sued by Netflix now.
No, but they put a copyright claim on one of our videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the Stranger Things.
Yeah.
The credits for Wednesday.
The credits that have a completely different music, completely different words.
No original content. Anything. They were completely generated. They're not. I mean, there's nothing from Stranger Things in those credits. Oh well, we'll find out. I can test it. If we got to go to court over that, I'll go to court over that. But good PR, man. I
Start a new Patreon for our legal fees.
if I take it to court, man, I'll do that out of pocket. Just let's see. Do I want to pull back on? No, that should be good. All right. I think I missed wired Threadbooper. I think I have NetCheck running through the router right now. So we're just going to cross our pinky toes, and if it goes haywire, and let us know.
Belric, they do not.
Let's get going. 2 and 1, 2, 3. We don't need you. Tick tock. Tick tock. All right. Looks like it's gonna hold. Maybe it's stabilized. Let's find out in 3, 2. And welcome back to another Linux GameCast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. We are back at it. We're still here. Still trapped in our rooms, our perpetual 4 walls of, it could be worse. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm Vince Stone. That man up there is Jordan's Fang, holding down Toronto, and you know him, you love him. All the way on the island, right next to the majestic...
Love is a strong word.
Majestic Nicolas Cage, one Pedro Mateus, together with you, Shotrealm Dynamic, at home, live, watching us, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. People, we're still here. We were talking in the previous Super Shows, and, well, no, just like right when we went live, there's still stuff going on, so that's good to know with the entirety of the world locked inside. We can still get some shit done, right?
Says you.
I mean, now is the time to get shit done. There's no one outside to tell you otherwise. Yeah.
Do people like stand outside your apartment and yell at you to do other things that instead of like what you're currently doing, Pedro?
No.
Is that a thing in the UK?
Here's what I was trying to talk Pedro. I was trying to give him some bad ideas because there was this lad in the UK. Because you're allowed to walk your pets. Well, he took his goldfish on a walk. Now,
did he like take it out of the water on a leash? Or did he walk around with it in like a little plastic bag full of water?
I'm just saying, Nori, get a leash.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say get a plastic bag. That's gonna get dark real quick.
Oh, speaking of bags, man, are you keeping Canada occupied?
No, I'm just sitting here eating nuts.
Oh, nuts.
Those nuts.
Those nuts.
Hold up legitimate nuts, man. Oh, dude, I couldn't be around. Do you think that bag's going to survive the 9?
I have to talk through most of the night, so probably.
Okay.
If I were like playing a game or something, like while I was playing the game for this week, I was just sitting there snacking on them.
That's
where,
an easy enough game to do that, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? So...
Fair enough. How about you, Pedro? New stuff? How arts and crafts, the perpetual arts and crafts. Like, I'm awake. I have to work. But I also need to keep occupied and sane.
Well, keeping occupied is not a problem. In fact, I would very much like it because, yes, today is Saturday, and I still had to unlock someone's account. I hope she doesn't watch the show, but yeah, there's that. But yeah, no, it's I've had some free time today, which was nice, and so I decided to start going through the laptops, and the last one was a T42. I give it a good scrub, and I made sure that 1804 was up to date on that thing. That's a 2005 laptop running 1804, 32-bit.
Nice.
And that's the last version that it'll ever run, because ain't no more Ubuntu 32-bit.
Oh, you have to put it to the pastures, and
I'll find another distro.
dude, just put it on
Puppy
eBay.
Linux.
Put retro on it, and somebody will overpay for it, guaranteed.
The 1 gigabyte of RAM versions like that look all scratched up and messy go for £150. That one is spotless and has 2 gigs of RAM, and when I'm done with it, it'll have an SSD in it too. So
153, best I can do. Free shipping though. You know what? Can you drop it off at my house?
Can you drop it off a cliff?
Dude, interesting news is we get like this little unicorn thing that I've been threatening to get for 2 fucking years. And
the 4 ports.
the 4 ports of furry, baby. This is legitimately 4 ports of fuck you, because that's why. It's the nuclear option. I'm sure Pedro and Jordan have all experienced it. I want to capture this game, and OBS will laugh at you and say to
Portal
Spirit.
2.
Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's the shining example of that. So what we're rocking and rolling with this is a 4K 60 2160 UHD encoders on this one card, and I had a heart attack. I told Pedro about it because I got a notification that it had been delivered, yet it was not in front of my door, nor were the postal people. And of course, my first thought was, oh, so begins this adventure. That's how that's got to work out. But no, I had it. I didn't get it shipped to my house, so I went and picked it up, and it was there. It appears to be working. We're testing it out tonight, and everything sounds weird because I have new cans, some Sony 7506s. It's like, yeah, I want to get those. That's the thing. Happy with them, but they still.
How's your
sound
head doing though?
Hmm?
I don't know. You're not getting a bit of a squeeze?
No.
No.
These are reasonably flexible. I mean, you know, I really like these, but then Jordan noticed them after 2 years, and I just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
That's as good motivation as Ven will ever find.
I felt like it was being
Spite.
watched. Don't buy a pair of these. Or, in fact, don't buy a pair of these, because you will hear every artifact and every bit of compression in anything you've ever listened to. So just keep that in mind. It's kind of like trying to keep track of the horse.
I mean, the horse has gotten compressed kind of recently.
Whoa, that's not the right thing. Boom.
That is not the right thing at all. It will be soon. It's the Steam!
Damn it. Linux.
Update!
Right at
400 episodes in, and we're still fucking up. That's great. It keeps things lively.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gather here today to pay our respects to really... You know what? I'm going to go out on the limb and say I'm probably not the only one who went, wait a minute, you could do the VR on Mac. What we're talking about is we're looking at all events as a Steamvr event for Mac OS. And this one, I'm very, for our brothers and sisters, sad to report that, Valve just told you to get stuffed, which hurts a little bit, because you imagine if you spent the coin on a Mac capable of running VR in any shape, form, or fashion. But Jordan, then again, you had the cash to buy a Mac that could do VR, so you can.
Yeah, like the amount of money it would take to get like a Mac Pro that can run a VR application at a decent frame rate, you could build a PC and buy like an Index for that money. So,
and put down a down payment on a house. big enough to do that.
Not a house. Maybe a car. Maybe a car. A house is stretching it.
A nice tent.
No, down payment. It's like down payment. It's like 50,000. You can spend 1,000 on the index. You spend another 2,000 on a computer
50,000 pounds is a down payment on a house. Maybe not
It's a
50,000
Dalmatian
bucks.
on a house.
It's all spotty and is prone to cancer.
And probably deaf, man. This, because this could very easily have been us. Like, hey, if we were into VR or anything like that, Valve could have was like, yeah, you know what, we're just not going to do the links thing anymore. It's going to be Proton all the way. Deal with it. Which at least we would have option B.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the case in Mac. So
No.
that just really sucks.
Although I do think there is a project that is getting Proton running on Mac. So, but I don't think it's a Valve sanctioned one.
Do you think it was just a combination of Metal, no NVIDIA option, and Apple going, hey, everything in the store needs to run with 64?
I think that's definitely like a contributing factor. I think it's like all of the above, right? Because VR on Mac isn't like I could see like maybe some enterprise usage, but like the people who are playing games on Mac are playing like indie games or they're booting into Windows to do it. They're not treating their Mac as like their main gaming system. It's more like, hey, I have some games loaded on my laptop in case like I get bored and I need something to do.
And people who have high-end Macs, most of them are running Hackintoshes. So
actually, the people who are running high-end Macs can't take their computers home with them because their company owns them. Those are workstations.
Let's get a little bit of Proton news. We got some weird Proton news this week. When you
There's a bit of a
really
pre-release
odd.
that happened.
yeah, they released 507, the release candidate for testing 4 days ago. And it's like, we're doing a new thing. Street Fighter V is now playable. The XVK is updated to 161. It's for some reason they felt the need to put out an RC because they say it's like, we are interested only in problems that are new to 507 RC builds. If you find new problems in the next branch, please confirm that the problem does not occur on the default branch. So I guess they made significant enough changes that they were worried about regressions. And
think about it, because like last week, GE, their Proton had to like release a major patch because of some driver breakage, right? So I'm pretty sure Valve kind of got spooked and they're like, you know what? Let's get this into some people's hands before we release this, because we don't want to like break shit and have to like immediately snooch out a patch just like the last time.
One of the things I saw that was kind of interesting is, just with these early beta versions is they're working on getting better performance on DX12 in Proton. Just because you can, and
they might
like that.
Well, think about it too. Like most of the DX11 work is done. Like DixFix is not updating the DX11 stuff. It's all DX9 now.
Yeah.
So they might as well switch their attention over because they have more influence on that project. Hopefully they'll fund it a little better and assign some more resources to it so that we don't get burnout and we don't lose the principal developer.
So, Proton official though.
Yeah,
yes.
And 3 days later, it gets released. And surprise, surprise, Street Fighter V and Streets of Rage 4 are playable. There's a new version of DixFix. Trackmania has working sound now. You can do multiplayer on Borderlands 3. GTA 4 is playable. And play the Talos Principle with DX12, because why use the native version, I guess? I don't know.
I thought this was interesting, man. This comes from Loop. You know him on Twitter.
Pierre Loup Garou, the werewolf. The werewolf of Valve.
He threw out this twit. Yes, this twit. Thanks to the Streets of Rage 4 developers providing pre-release keys for Proton development. It'll run out of the box. That's the thing. You don't have to play with it. You don't have to tinker with it. That was nice of the developers to keep Linux in mind. Let's be nice about this. I mean, it's better than nothing. Question mark, right? Another question mark going the other way.
It's the upside down question mark.
My reflex reaction for this was, wait a minute, that's got to be using Unity or something. No, it's not. They have their own in-house engine called Card Crush. So couldn't do the default. Why didn't you tap the export button? Maybe they just didn't have one. Out of all the games, I looked at it. I looked at the trailer, and it's like, I remember this. I wanted more hipster pixel, right?
Well, you can unlock the hipster pixel characters apparently by playing long enough, but no, I looking at this whole thing is I guess this is the future for most games with developers who don't really want to do / know how to do or
how dare you,
care
Pedro?
about
You're
doing.
killing the Linux gaming industry.
Yeah, maybe they don't really gel with Linux, but they're not completely opposed to it. So it's like, wait a second, Valve made this Proton thing. What if we give the Proton developers keys and they make it work for us? It's like, oh, free community port. Huh.
A sale's a sale, right? Like
Right.
That's what a lot of these smaller devs are saying. Like, we don't really care what platform you play it on. We won't necessarily provide first-party support for it, but if you're going to buy our game, we're not going to stop you from giving us
Valve
money.
has been
That's
doing
asinine.
a very good job with the Proton GitHub issue tracker. So
it's the whole making their own windows. Like I said, not every company is going to be a subset, and they're going to put in the effort to like make their engine cross-platform, and a year later actually produce a Linux port. But like I said, Win32's kind of went out as the dominant game executable format. So leaning into it, it's not ideal, but at least we can play stuff.
That is kind of the conversation, the argument we have to have with ourselves. Does it really matter at this point? No, I mean, at this point, yes, 100% it does. We got issues like anti-cheat, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But moving this forward in the future, it eventually will not matter.
But it's the anti-cheat feature and maybe some weird new DRM thing that they introduced, because even like controller support and everything else, Proton fucking nailed it. You throw a controller at it, it goes, oh, wait a second, let me check SDL too. Yeah, you can use that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's also more because of the Steam input integration, where everything is an Xbox controller. Everything is an Xbox controller.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. Break out your Nintendo Power Pads. We do have a couple of new games to report, though.
That's true.
We do, and the first one,
Todd.
mostly due to my cock-up, we shall not be throwing chairs at it tonight, but don't worry, next week. Yes.
How will I?
This is Iratus, Lord of the Dead, and it is Reverse Darkest Dungeon.
Warhammer 39.9 thousand.
Dude, it's Grim Darkest Dungeon, right? Because you play the baddies.
Yeah, it is Grim Darkest Dungeon, Reverse Darkest Dungeon. You're playing as the Undead Lord that is sending out the hordes of undead to defeat the humans. And you can create your own undead, or you can pick them up from random levels where like loot a grave and, oh, look, there's an undead here. And you unlock it, and then you'll be able to create it going forwards. If you like this particular genre, if you went through Darkest Dungeon and said, I want more, but slightly different,
it definitely looks the part. I guess we gotta wait until next week to see if it plays the part, because it does look like an interesting twist on the formula, right? Like trying to let's be the baddies, let's give you all the annoying like debuff moves, and then force you to like go through War of Attrition against the player characters. What I really hope it isn't,
cause the insanity on the NPCs instead of them causing it on you.
Right. I really hope it's not just like, well, it's the exact same formula that we flipped it, so now you're just playing the monsters, and the monsters play exactly like the heroes. I think that would be a misstep in a race.
I got my money on this is a skin pack.
I genuinely hope it isn't.
I'd like to be wrong, but honestly, I'm going to be 100% with you. I probably couldn't tell the difference. It's 15 minutes, then gets wrecked. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Try it again.
Definitely a more robust. From what I played, there's a more robust inventory system than there was with Darkest Dungeon. So
good. Is there an inventory system with like proton packs? Fuck them up. I didn't think so, man. Let's talk about
we need another
Ghostbusters.
Game. Yeah, Filament. There's an abandoned spaceship. You got to wander through it and wrap string around stuff. I'm sure David Carradine would absolutely love this game. But yeah, it's It's a puzzle game, much in the realm of like Steven Sausage Roll. You can tackle the puzzles in any order you
You
want.
got to be careful when you make that comparison.
I followed it up with a qualifier, man. I followed it up.
Okay.
But yeah, the puzzle mechanism, I couldn't quite tell what exactly you need to do from the trailer, but it is a matter of like connecting all the pegs with your string. I don't know. It looks like it could be interesting, but it also looks like it could get real annoying real fast. Like some puzzle mechanics we'll talk about later in the show. Yeah, but it's available now. You can, well, there's a demo too, so if you want to try it out before you buy it, that's pretty good. If you want to get
you
the
can
late,
try it out if it runs under Proton, because that's demo version's Windows only.
that's true. Otherwise, you got to buy the Lady Marmalade edition for an extra $4.
I mean, if it doesn't work,
yeah.
Steam refunds are a thing.
Yep.
I mean, I always want to take a look at stuff like this because you never know. Because on the tin, Steven Sausage Rolls looks like an overpriced cash grab. Like
Until you realize they're like, these puzzles will fuck you up and fuck with your mind.
it's probably
And then you
one of
go,
the top
wait,
10
there's more than one island?
video game
What?
puzzle video games ever made, and it's totally worth it. The price is there to keep out. Like you like. Psst, let me tell you. Oh, you like puzzle games? Oh, do you want like the one that will break you? No. I'm not talking about Baba. There's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one.
That's gonna really.
I mean, Baba is great. That's
It's like the more you know about that game, the more you go, oh god.
there's few things that bring me some semblance of joy than a game that within the first 5 minutes just wrecks me. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. I'm still gonna try, but geez, fine.
yeah. The bridge was, I think, the first game we ran into like that, where we're just like, what is this hipster like Edgar Allan Poe shit?
Right.
And then we start playing it and we're like, okay, good, okay, those
Yeah.
puzzles are actually legit.
Dude.
Yeah.
So apparently there's been 1 and 2 of this.
Apparently, because this is number 3, Hinterhalt. And it's basically first-person army men, like the little army men toys, with the green soldiers versus
You know,
the
I saw
tan
that
soldiers versus the
you're
red
definitely
soldiers.
on with like the film grain. I'm looking at it now though, and I'm like, you know, if you were going for like the pulp comic look, I mean, I've seen worse.
It's definitely a cell shadier Borderlands.
Yeah,
That's-
it's like you go for the full-on cell-shaded because after all, you're supposed to be playing as, you know, the little toys. They're all monochromatic. So, yeah, it makes sense if they were to be cell-shaded. It's just like that film grain effect. Is that really necessary? And can I turn it off? Also, another weird thing, this is a first-person shooter. It's like, join the battlefield in this chaotic warfare and dominate your opponents in this whimsical and unique setting. It's like, oh, that sounds great. Does it have multiplayer? No, it's single player. The fuck?
Well,
Seriously. The fuck?
One other thing you need to keep in mind is don't play this on a 21:9 monitor. They're very clear in the system requirements. Play this with a 16:9 aspect ratio, or else,
Son, if you play this with a 4x3, it will cut you and you sleep.
you'll just die. Your heart will stop.
Dude, too. This reminds me of like Army Men minus the multiplayer.
There was there's that free one that ran okay and wine a while ago. It was UE4. I forget what it was called.
Its name shall not be spoken aloud.
But yeah, that one had multiplayer. This one, maybe it does, and Steam hasn't learned about that yet. I have no idea.
Do you know what? Bold move though. You got to get to come out with that, and we can't say, well, it'll have a dead online community. It's like, haha, touche.
There is no online community because there's no online. Wahaha.
Oh man! All right, let's get out of here.
All right, coming up next. You want to play your Epic Game Store games on Linux? Well, too bad. At least you can get a launcher for it. Also, new Godot, or some progress for Godot, anyways.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, no, that's Salty's pastime. He goes around damning people to be subscribed to us.
Yeah. Speaking of damning people, go to vote.linuxgamecast.com and vote on some show titles y'all are suggesting.
I'll think about it.
You too will be damned.
Ooh, spooky show titles. Let's see.
We got Lady
Spoopy.
Marmalade Edition, Killing Linux Gaming, Getting Stuffed, and Gnoop Cans.
Ah, yes, the new cans that
New
Van
cans.
has.
I'll give Lady Marmalade Edition a vote.
I'll also do that.
Killing in the name of Linux gaming.
No,
Some of
like
those that run. What?
the
Those who
what-
whine
No.
are
Some of those that run
justified.
curses.
are the same that donate to Fosses.
There's a song there, and I'm not going to mess with it because I'll give somebody an
Those
idea.
who
We'll see.
whine are justified.
I'll tell you exactly what will happen. Somebody, Susie, will get a hold to it, and they'll make another one of those like cringe videos that make your like skin turn inwards, where you apologize to everyone. You're like, "I'm sorry about this, man." It's like, listen,
I didn't mean for it to go this far. It was a joke, I tell you. A joke!
just a small joke. Hey, we got 23 minutes out of that, though, so go us.
Yeah. Getcha, yeah. Mocha chocolata.
Yeah. So
Right, I need to pee. I'll be back.
I gotta check something, everyone. So, if everything goes to absolute pot, blame Pedro. He's not here. Let me pull that up. How are we doing? Jackbox. Okay, well, it claims it's not sending any data. Huh. Do you believe it, Jordan?
Meh. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. Kind of interesting. So, for some reason, it is VLC is triggering NetJack. It's weird. Weird, I tell you. Oh. See, that's what I gotta figure out what it is. There's like a weird little... Yeah, did you see like that?
No?
No, you were not paying it. Never mind. I remember what I just asked. Never mind. This is curious. Let's get intermission up. So I need to take color range partial 1709 FC. Oh, also, Jordan, you like KO'd your desk like 4 times during the Steam segment.
Oh. I may have been because I was putting this down.
That might have been it.
That's empty now, so...
No, it's not. That's a glass.
It's half empty.
Okay, fine.
Engineer, the glass is twice as large as it needs to be.
The spiciest horse it needs to be.
What?
Sounds like a good choice there, Salty. Mostly because school is closed, so...
No, they're still doing the e-learning stuff.
Yeah, Nori has like a class every now and then, and her professors is just like, just, you know, you already have like the briefing as to what you need to do by the end of the semester, so just do that. My mom was doing like remote teaching before this whole thing started already because one of her classes is from like it's just kids of like circus kids or traveling salespeople kids that need, you know, education. So they have these remote classes given over. They were using Skype at one point, but then they changed to like a custom solution. It was, I think it was built on Moodle, of all
Moodle?
things. Yeah.
Moodle. Because you don't want to pay for Blackboard.
Yeah. And so yeah, she was doing that already. It's like, well, I had one of those classes, now I have 7.
This is most perplexing.
Fascinating.
It is. So, let me just pull it off, see if that changes anything.
Why don't you pull it out and see if it changes anything?
Because I'm trying to get some shit done right now, Jordan. Knocking that down might have did it. That was it. That's... That would be very annoying if that was it. We'll find out.
Mayor's not really drunk. He's just acting drunk for attention.
Huh? Oh. It worked.
It's true. But it works in the same way as like someone saying, don't think of a purple monkey. And then you immediately think of a purple monkey because someone just said the word.
First thing I thought when you said that was purple monkey dishwasher.
Fifth drink. Well, only one more done
water.
and pre-game's done. Yeah, right. Jamie Foxx was very good in that movie.
And Ray, yeah.
Yeah.
He did a really good Ray Charles impression.
That was kind of his job, but yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, he was spot on, like...
Play around with this. We should be able to cruise through this. This is not going to be a problem. We're going to have fun in the after show, though.
Yay, fun.
So, I'm going to say this since we're doing an intermission. If anyone, feel free to go on the internet and see if you can find a place online in Canada that sells a Golden Age Dito. Like, I went to Golden Age's site and launched every single Canadian retailer and went to every one of their fucking websites. None of them had.
No luck.
No book.
Well, I went to the site you put the link for, and I clicked add to cart. It's like, can't add to cart. Item is not available. It's like, oh. Oh, look,
Well,
there's eBay.
I was more frustrated at the fact that this microphone just doesn't exist in Canada.
There's like this, but like
you take them across the border and they disintegrate.
Well, I just already I'm just gonna have to mail one to Jordan because how much does it cost you to ship to the UK?
How much does it cost me to ship to the UK?
Yeah, because
Canada, UK shipping. Well, the last time I shipped something to Pedro, he was still living in Portugal.
Yeah, it's probably the same price actually.
I don't know. You might have that's something to look up to see if you get a little bit of a break. Because it's $100 to ship something to Pedro from here.
Pedro, can you GM me or DM me your postal code?
GM, baby. Nope, get the game started.
Game Master, yeah. My brain's like, no, it's not a DM. We're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
Let's see. That chat. There you go.
Oh.
Okay. How big is it?
Ah.
How heavy? Add the page up for the thing. Hopefully it'll say what the weight is. It does not. What you'd figure? How much you
2
figure this thing
kilos
weighs?
at most.
2 kg. All right, let's go 2 kg.
Yeah.
That's a good ballpark.
Plus with packaging and everything.
Length. Let's call it what, like 20 by 20 by 20 centimeters.
Just a box, yeah.
It's a cube.
It will be by the time it makes it that.
I mean, I don't know what the actual dimensions are. Oh no, I wanted that the other way around.
You gotta measure the 4th dimension.
Well, no, because it gave me the cost in pounds. I'm like, oh, I was looking at shipping from the UK to Canada, but that's like 50 pounds. On the cheaper end, it's like 36 pounds.
Yeah. Do they have like the freight and like it gets there eventually?
Yeah.
They throw it in a bottle.
Somehow more expensive.
Huh. Like the drop ship?
Wait, no, that's a collection server parcel. No, wait, no. Hold on. What does Canada Post say? Find rates.
Let me grab a brief while we're doing this advanced science.
Advanced technology.
Yes.
Technology.
Sending. Compare international shipping services. Get a price estimate. International. Alright, 12 plus days. Alright. God damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, wait. Alright, going to United Kingdom to UK. Alright. 20, 2 kilograms. Oh. Really? Okay. Oh. I misread. I see how this Fishnikana interface works. I said international, you piece of shit. Oh, here we go. 2 kilogram. Come on, really? Really, Canada Post? You're not going to give me an actual answer?
Even Royal Mail here, you have an option to get a quote beforehand.
Yeah. International. Get shipping estimate. Come on. I shouldn't have to click through like 9 things, Canada Post.
Also, all that talk about being drunk in Chat Realm. I've been doing this drunk for 7.5 years.
It's been a minute since you've done one you didn't remember.
I had that one.
All right, here we go.
An entire segment's just like, oh shit. What did I say in that? Let's watch. Oh, okay. I mostly read off the thing, so that's good.
All right, here we go. Let's try this. I just want an answer. I'm not trying to ship fruit-shaped erasers or anything like that.
I'm not in Portugal anymore. I think you can ship those now.
All right.
We need one large one that we can hollow it out.
All right. International 4 business days. All right. So, okay. So 30 bucks.
$30 Canadian?
Yeah.
Shit.
Or so no, actually no, that would be like 53 bucks. Because I don't know what small packet means, but international parcel seems more thing. I don't know. I can put it in a mailing tube.
Mm-hmm.
For $2. Yeah, so probably about $60. And all said and done.
Canadian.
Canadian.
We live in a modern global society.
In which the US is the center of the world and fuck everyone else.
It's just the reality of it is probably going to be cheaper for me to buy one for Jordan and just ship it to him.
I'd believe that.
Yeah, that link that Jordan posts is like 220 Canadian. That'd still be around like 150 pounds.
$150 regional pricing, because fuck you. All right. Let's get to it.
All right. Now that we have determined shipping rates.
Yeah, we got the hard stuff out of the way. This thing appears to be nice. We'll find out.
Oh, that's a tilde. I thought that was a negative for a second. I'm like, what?
Oh.
How is it worth negative money? If I give you like $1 Australian, do you give me back like $2 US? I gotta pay you to take my money.
Take my money, mate. All right. Everyone, we're doing the news. Coming to you live in 3, 2.
And wouldn't you know it, that wraps up the Steam segment, so now we need to take a bit of a break to thank you, all of you, who make this show possible. You decided it was a good idea for us to have a sort of a budget.
Jordan, what do you think?
To get things going?
Scott get a point for that one?
Yeah.
No.
You get a half
That's
a
a
point.
Canadian level pun. Yeah.
Right, you half a point, half a real point.
Half a point.
All right.
It's a half chub. But you could give all of us half chubs by supporting this nonsense by heading on over to linuxgamecast.com and moving your mouse over the support button.
That's all I got to
And
do.
following-
Sweet. Check it out.
And following some of the links.
No.
I'm trying not to choke to death on an almond shell, but I might
teach you.
not.
Win-win. Keep going.
We'll see. We'll see if I die. There we go. You can support us a number of ways. We got PayPal, we got LibrePay, we got Bitcoin, shitcoin, whatever the hell you want to send us. But the best way to do it is head on over to patreon.com/LinuxGameCast because you get immediate rewards. Oh my god, it's that instant gratification that you've been conditioned to crave since you were a small itty bitty child, since you were a twinkle in your daddy's balls. You can get access to our show notes. You get access to our Discord. You can show up an hour early on Saturdays to get the pre super shows in and listen to us complain and debug stuff for an extra hour. It's amazing. It's great. It's good stuff. We got to thank some Patreons because we got a couple new ones. We got Abstraction, Das Geek, and nice try, God. And 0x4D Coma, who has requested a challenge of us.
Comatose.
Okay. Yeah, here's the thing, because I got a little message, and you know, always drop a message, you know, if you want to get in touch with us, you know, hey, you're the bosses, we'll listen. It's like, yo, 0x4D, or however the fuck old Jordan will try to pronounce that. To which I said, Jordan?
Oxford. Oh, okay. Oh.
It might have been a hollow victory, but it was a victory nonetheless.
Okay.
Oh man, we will do one of
it.
each and every one of you. As I dropped some new things for patrons. We got a little special thing going on. 2 new things. Earlier this week, I did the 2020 studio tour, and get some water, son.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
2020 studio tour, just a step back behind the scenes, so everything's set up here at LGC Actual. Take a look at it and see how we're doing everything with Jack, networked IP-based audio, all that fun stuff. That's there for you to go check out. It's boring, but if that's your jam, you'll like it. And I'm tired of these rumors that I only do these when it's time to re-up my homeowner's insurance. It's just fabrications, nothing like that. Also, this little bit of kit that I picked up, this was like, hey man, I want to know whether or not at Linux is the X-Touch Compat. No, X-Touch 1. Yes, next to the X-Touch Compat. Got a nice little video about hooking that up, tying it with Outdoor, and double checking that Jordan doesn't have the first news story because he just pieced the hell out.
Yeah, no, he pieced it out so hard his camera went out of focus.
I will take that as a victory. Win-win. So what do we have up first?
Well, before we get to that, I do have a thing that I need to read. Yeah,
Fine.
Because Mir decided to buy me a pack of 50 tea pigs. The Earl Grey Strong variant, which is like the best in my opinion. So I gotta read the thing. It's like, enjoy your gift of delicious tea with a capital D. I see what you did there. May it help you deal with, well, I'm fluent in lead speak, but I'm just going to read it out as it is. 1D10 TS while working. From Mir. So thank you, Mir. Thank you very much. I was just going to buy those myself, but you're like, oh, why don't you add some tea to your wish list? I did. And thanks.
I searched, man. I couldn't find Mr. T.
Before we get out of the plug segment, go buy a t-shirt, store.linuxgamecast.com.
Yep.
Yeah, do it.
Yep.
Wear us on your face, chest, and neck. I still got to do the fanny pack.
Wear the t-shirt on your face. Do it.
You know, it might. No, man, I don't know. No, RetroPie.
Okay, RetroPie 4.6 released with Raspberry Pi 4 support. Yes, it's RetroPie 4 for 4.
RetroPie 4.
No, it's 4.6, not 4.4.
It's a chroma value. You go to hell.
But yeah, the big change here is that they've introduced Raspberry Pi 4 support. They do say it is labeled as a beta. They expect to improve things going forward, so that's good. They have updated RetroArch to 185. Emulation Station, which is like the little fancy GUI that you see, is updated to 291. And well, there's a bunch of stuff, including IO Quake 3 for the Raspberry Pi 1 through 3.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically just an image refresh with some added Pi 4 support. And by that, I mean, they booted it on a Pi 4 and made sure that things ran.
So here's one of the things I'm wondering is, like, get off my lawn. It genuinely pains me thinking of, like, the PS1, PS2, N64, like that generation. Once we've went with the 3Ds and throwing retro after that, I'm like, but
no, well, you gotta realize that in like 20 years, it's gonna be like, oh, you didn't play this with a VR headset, you didn't jack into the Matrix. That's so retro. You had to use a controller.
Yeah, I saw Back to the Future. You got to use your hands like a baby. Is anything from those earlier generation of consoles, Raspberry 4 should be able to cover all that now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Up until the PS2.
And N64 gets a little sketchy because that was some weird hardware. But
N64, Muppet 64 has been around for a long time. It's been reasonably accurate, except for like a few like weird things, like with Mario Kart and some stuff like that. But
I remember the days when Yabaus, or however you say it, the Saturn emulator, it ran like poop.
Probably still does, man.
Once they had to reverse engineer the BIOS, right? Because like that was the big stopping block.
That thing didn't. Yeah, there's a great YouTube video where a guy's like, after 20 years, he's like, sit down, he's like, there, it's done. Here, as things go, man. What's legendary though?
It's epic.
Epic.
Oh, it's a free open source replacement for the Epic Games launcher, man. That's right, Lutris. You had your chance. Epic's here. It's Leg and Ari. That's really.
Or is it Lee Enner
Gidi? Oh man.
Gender Y.
The world may never know. What works? Authenticating to Epic service, downloading, installing your games, delta patching, updating, install, running games in Wine on Linux, and launching games with, wait for this, online authentication. Planned, a simple GUI, importing installed games from EGS Launcher, better interface for other developers to use legendary in their projects. You hear that, Lucha?
Spider.
Yeah. You pretty much put a bow on that. So does it really do much right now?
Well, I mean, it does more. It does about what the Epic Game Store launcher does. That's what we were talking about in the pre super shows. And
yeah,
I'm not going to give these guys guff for like having a minimal implementation because Epic has not like done a proper client either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. So the Epic Games launcher is the Epic Games launcher.
Yeah, I'm not going to give them crap for doing the work that Epic should have done in the first place.
I'm just saying, be careful. Throw a shopping cart in that thing, man. They might just buy you.
That's true. If you want a nice chunky Epic mega grant, that may be the way to do it. Epic's just like, oh, you're doing our work for you. We're going to pay you less than we would have paid the actual developers we hired to do this. But you know what? It's fine.
But yeah, no, like that thing you mentioned, it's like better interfaces for other developers to use Legendary in their projects. Yeah, that's gonna get Lutrist. That's gonna get Lutrist with a quickness.
Yeah. Hey, it's good. I look forward to the day that I.
You think I'm 40, Linux Nuru?
Yeah. He's like 70, so he's confused. Age is just a number to him. How many games? I know I have like 2 or 3 games on the Epic Store. Have to.
I know for a fact that I have none.
I don't have
deleted
any.
my Epic account a while back.
Yeah, but you do that.
I think I still have one for like the Unreal Engine for Source Tree, but that was about it.
I don't know. Keep up the good work. It's a good start, but we do have some news about EasyRPG, which can often be a hit or miss on Linux.
We're not doing Hearthstone.
Oh yeah, that's up next. Fine.
Yes. The Linux Stone. Not Ven, as it would imply, but no, this is Hearthstone
you
for
didn't
Linux.
Stutter. You had it right the first time.
So, someone please make a Hearthstone Linux implementation called Venstone. It would just make me so happy.
It's called Venstone. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's basically a DIY native client for Hearthstone on Linux, and all you need is MacBook or any kind of Mac VM that's actually working.
I don't know, Pedro. It really seems like step one's go buy a Mac.
VM will do it for the most part, and you can install it even if it doesn't run. It just needs to be up to date. And if you have an update installation on a Mac, be it, physical or emulated hardware, you can get the files, and then you install the Unity Hub for Linux, and you run it by running the Unity Hub in a terminal with the Unity Hub URL that they include in their GitHub for that specific version. So if the game gets an update, which from my experience of playing Hearthstone, it gets updates fairly regularly, so you're going to have to keep that VM around to get the updates. But yeah, there's a craft.sh script that basically does everything else for you. So
does it come with a mine.sh script?
It does not that I'm aware of.
Does this come with like a book on how to deal more effectively with self-hatred?
No, that's in the latest Humble Bundle.
All right. Here's our referral code.
But yeah, no. One of the things that they do mention is that you may get banned Your account may get banned because it's
Your
not
your,
official.
your account
and-
will get banned.
Well, I mean, it's
and,
Blizzard. You're just
Blizzard.
you might get
They
banned
have-
anyway, right?
Yeah, they have a very colorful history with, undue bans, especially where Linux is concerned. So, do you really want to poke them?
Yes.
Yeah. What makes it even worse too is like periodically it sends a server request to the Blizzard servers that just says free Hong Kong in the UDP data.
Dude,
Just to
here's
piss them
some of
off
the
even
things
more.
like that's what we did at the contest. You know how they had like in the last days of Club Penguin, they were doing like who could get banned the quickest.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun race. I'm just saying, man. But we'll think about it. Easy RPG.
Easy RPG. You might have been a fan of RPG Maker back in the day because you could make your own Dragon Quest, Blackjack, and hookers. I know I was
played your
obsessed with it.
game, or a variant, a slight
Yeah.
different variant of the one template.
But yeah, it's a bit of an old program now. So Easy RPG has been aiming to ensure that you can play your RPG Maker games on modern OSs. They have a new release now, not 6.2. One of the big things now is symbolic links work under Linux. So now you
I
can.
thought you were about to
symlinks-
tell me it's got an embedded LimeWire client.
I mean, it does too. It
That's
does
what
too.
it looks like.
That's where you can download your System of a Down songs that aren't actually System of a Down.
It's just porn.
Yeah, the focus of this release now is performance because, as according to this blog post here, compatibility is pretty much done. So now they're just trying to get it to run as well as they can. They have some fixes for switching audio sources, better event interpretation, etc., etc. You can read through this entire changelog because it's pretty long. The links to this is in our show notes. A lot of them are game-specific fixes as well for targets, just because, hey, we have specific implementations we need to fix, blah, blah, blah. So check that out. Play some old fan-made RPGs and have yourself a damn fun time.
I have a very serious question for everyone, though.
Va.
What have you done to Kirby?
Listen, Kirby deserves it. Kirby knows what they did.
Don't mix Vulcans
the
and
monkey
Kirby.
head.
Yeah, no, it's wrong.
Yeah. This is the monkey that the monkey's paw came from, right? Yeah. Godot has the Vulcan progress report, number 7 by Juan. And it looks like they're chugging along nicely on the Vulcan implementation. They got screen space reflection implemented, surface scattering, and they've taken a page out of the
and
Black
the
Mesa.
monkey head. Okay.
Yeah. They've also taken a page of the Black Mesa development team's books, and they've shifted their focus to the lighting. They've provided some utilities like accurate frame time info, which is definitely a useful tool for, performance tuning. And if you don't like what Godot is doing with your shaders, they are now exposing the low-level stuff. So you can import your GLSL Vulcan shaders. They'll get converted to Spur V. And they are exposing the underlying graphical subsystem so that you can make your game work the way you want by producing meth-addicted monkeys and sicking them on your player base.
I was sold, man. Vulcan monkeys.
Yep.
Vulcan
No,
monkeys.
that monkey
Vulcan.
head, it's all over.
That's going to replace the whale in my nightmares.
Hey, this is really cool, man. Accurate frame render time.
Yeah.
Down with that. You can make some pretty stuff. What's the latest news on? We all know that one game demo that showed up. That was
The third-person shooter.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What has become of that? It didn't go
I
like
don't
Full
know.
Metal Sintel, did it?
Maybe. I think that was just like a proof of concept, though, just to be like, here's something you can start hacking on. That's basic bare bones third-person shooter
I
kit.
want to play that.
Yeah.
I want to see, some, because I mean the text there, it's attracting the talent.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially in like Brazil and Eastern Europe, they're loving Godot and also lots of indie projects too that can't necessarily afford Unreal as licensing or want to go with Unity and get locked into that whole mess.
Which seems to be the great majority of them, but
It is
But
good.
I think that's more due to lack of good alternatives, and Godot is shaping up to be that
Yeah.
good alternative.
Well, it is, and I gotta freely admit, if we backed it up like a year and a half ago, I was genuinely worried about Godot because they were doubling down on OpenGL
Yeah.
and saying, this Vulcan thing, it's
at
gonna
one point they
pass."
specifically said it's like, we're not doing Vulcan.
Yeah.
There's no point do it for us right now, so we're not doing it. It's like,
that's because they wanted that Mac support, but lo and behold, Mac's not being very gaming friendly. Also, Molten VK came out, so they're like, oh hey, we just get Mac support for free. Brilliant.
yep.
Good times. Man.
All right. Coming up next, maybe, yeah, although, but then, but
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you choke on one at the beginning of a segment. Like
Perhaps.
The water made it worse too.
Good. That was a
no, you got up so hard your camera didn't know what to do with the
well,
focus.
you see, I've been in this situation, Jordan. Is like sometimes the water can be a dangerous, like it can just amplify the grid.
It moved it from one spot into a worse spot, and then
this is why it's important to have a carbonated beverage in your house. It don't matter what it is.
I drank all of mine.
Just
yeah, that was like a 6-pack of these like 710 mils of Coke Zero, and I just like killed them in a day.
Dude, I killed 2 liters playing Wolfenstein yesterday.
It's real easy to do,
Gone.
especially
I had a 2-liter loaded in the keg, and I had one on the floor, and I was gripping sip towards the end there.
Just because we were running around, it's like, what are we doing?
We're not clever. Let's be honest. But with our powers combined, Rohit joined us, and like the third time the map reset, and we're like, what's going? Oh, right, escort mission. So that's how it's dealing with it being a. It was like,
It's like the warm-up has ended. Try again.
Yeah, we thought something was genuinely going. I'm glad we picked up on that, as opposed to
just beating your head against it and hoping for the best.
Restarting the server and seeing if there's some flags or something. But yeah, that's what it ended up being. We're making progress. We're not good. I mean, we're live, die, repeat.
It's called the brute force.
It's the snow. And we know nothing about the snow.
Yeah, so it looks like it was using what was, I got some other things I got to tinker with. I don't think this is of use, but I'm going to put it out into the ether. If you have pulse audio sync coming in from jack and have OBS set to downmix it to mono from inside OBS, even though it is a mono signal, it was triggering the hell out of the X runs. It was causing an async graph error and like kicking that back over the network. That's what I couldn't figure out what was going on. So, I got 16 cores. I'm good for now. Well, not really. You're running Windows, but I want to see some benchmarks like Windows XP.
I want to see someone try to install Windows XP on,
The Red Rubber.
Yeah.
HTTP period.
X399.
Well, I remember one a Dell laptop I bought once upon a time. This was when Vista was out, so I went and bought myself a boxed copy of Windows XP. And I tried to install it, and it did that thing where it's like, oh, you need to load a floppy drive with the actual SATA driver, because I don't got this. I don't know how to speak SATA.
It's like, hello, Internet. Give me Windows XP ISO with all of the drivers. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, XP Black Edition. It's black because it's polluted with malware.
And the Gamer Edition and the Ultimate Edition.
Do not know oh, I don't have a driver for this. I'm fucked. Because there was no place to download it. You might not even have internet connection at the time, and you were just SOL, man. It's like, maybe you could get on the phone. Maybe you could dial up somebody that maybe knew somebody.
Yeah, did it come with a disc that had the drivers in it? No? Sorry.
I don't know. Let's see if we can get a version of SCO Unix up and running.
Xenix.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That'd be kind of fun.
I installed Plan 9 on a VM once upon a time. That was interesting.
Everyone goes through that phase.
Yeah, because you're like, what is this about?
What is it? Oh, okay. Got it.
I mean, Plan 9 was cool, and like a lot of the more out there advancements did make it into Linux, like proc. Proc was a Plan 9 thing. Like a virtual file system representing all the processes running. It's pretty handy.
I'm surprised that the Linux community hasn't gone like, oh, Xandros was a thing once, let's revive that.
Do you know what we need to bring back? Mandrake.
Isn't that
Mandriva.
still Mandriva? Yeah.
That's what the name changed to.
That's this is old school Mandrake with those jacked up. What was he using? Debian. Did he use Deb? I remember it had like an alien package translate. Yeah, I think it was Deb. It was Debian based, wasn't it?
Let's find out.
Man,
Yeah,
there's only some
nowadays
way
it's
to find
called
out.
Mandriva, but
Meiji is the new fork.
Yes.
USPS. Okay. I think that's my guitar tuner.
Oh, it's time.
Have fun.
Yeah. We. Yo, motherfucker, wee!
Switch. Better system.
Us.
Because when you're a kid, then you wanna go wee, but you ain't got drugs yet. You hold on to your life, to your little gonads and strife. So, Pedro, you're saying the new Gits is alright?
It's, yeah, no, the story is pretty good, but like I said, Kusanagi and Togusa, they look like they're from different animes. So yeah, there's a bit of a sense of...
You know what, I
What's that
actually
word?
don't... dissonance? I don't mind that as an aesthetic choice, because I kind of like the idea of, like, the full cyborg people, like, they look weirdly perfect compared to the humans, right?
Yeah, no, because Kusanagi, she looks like it's like, oh, it's an anime girl, of course. And then everyone else has got, like, sort of human-type proportions, and then Togusa is, like, really well-defined. It's, like, really, it's like, huh, okay.
Maybe I'll listen to it.
It's not bad. It's like, as far as 3D animes go, it's not the worst. I've seen Baki. Okay?
I don't speak Portuguese, man, so...
Baki's that, like, fist-fighting one, right?
Yeah.
I
That
thought that was
one
2D.
and Kengan Asura, I think. They're bad. Those two are bad.
Apparently the Ultraman Netflix series is pretty good.
I don't think I've seen that.
I don't know. I got a soft spot for like tokusatsu, so
Yeah. No, the like the story itself is like the season ended, and I'm like, oh, you fuckers.
all right. I'll have to give it a looky loo. I was surprised the second season of Harley Quinn started as quickly as it did after the first season ended. I thought there would be a bit more of a delay. You been keeping up with the Harley Quinn cartoon?
Truthfully, no.
It's all right. I like it.
I will say with the disclaimer, just I've thought about it. I haven't like sworn it off or anything. I just haven't.
Yeah.
There just hasn't been the time drive to like, oh, I got time to, all followed by, oh, that'd be a good thing to watch.
Usually I have it on while I'm doing the show notes.
Okay. That track. I mean, that, yeah. Oh, that's what Pedro named it. Okay.
Game.m4v.mp4.mp3.final.
MP4.m4v. Next week I'll change it and I'll leave it proper.
There's another video that Pedro did.
Yes.
Oh, you should totally show the Dark Souls footage, but like we're talking about a completely different game.
Oh yeah. We can do that.
It's like, yeah, the puzzles are really. It was like, wait, what are you talking about?
That's the thing. That video is only like 6 minutes long, so
good. I don't have to do any. I'm down with that. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have the audio just in the left shoulder.
I have the mono button pressed on the interface, so as far as Pulse Audio sees it, it's stereo and both channels just go at once. But for some reason, Simple Screen Recorder went like, that's voice, right? Left only. It's like,
Pedro, I'm gonna make out with you, and then I'm gonna press your mono button.
But yeah, no, I figured I'd give you the heads up on that. It's like, yeah, no, just mux that down to mono, please.
I actually liked what was the Rise? Arise. That was the 3 Ghost in the Shell movies. They were all right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I liked all the
And I do kind of like that, like they do the Arthur C. Clarke thing where like every series is sort of self-contained, where it's like the same characters, but there's no real like continuity between any of them.
Get streaming anywhere, man? Like the SAC.
So SAC is streaming on Netflix in Canada. I don't know about the US.
See it. It's been a year since I looked. I mean, I went through everything and was like, it's not streaming anywhere.
Maybe Crunchyroll or something like that, or like one of the other
like
animes.
I said, it's 3D anime, so you got to put up with it. But the story is not bad.
So like I don't mind it, but I remember like Reboot and Battle Planets and Beast Wars. Like I grew up on that shit. So
well, it's not in 12 FPS, so there's that.
well, so they did that with the Dragon Prince, where like they cut it down. They like did it in like 4K 60, and then they like de-interlaced it to make it run at like 24 frames a second to make it look like traditional animation, and it looked like shit. So they got rid of that in the second season, and I'm like, oh, this is much better. It doesn't feel like, oh wait, is my computer over? Nope. It's just the render farm was a little overloaded.
All right. Ooh, I went one tab too far. Oh no.
Tappa tappa tappa.
Tappity tap.
There we go. All right.
Yes. Fucking love Beast Wars.
Unspecified error. Lovely. Take 2.
Task failed successfully.
Pretty much, man. Coming to you live in 3, 2.
Welcome back to the Chair Acquisition, where the accused game must survive trial by Fedora, Neon, and Deboin. And then only the question can be asked. Is it fun? This week we're taking a look at The Great Perhaps by Cagliari Games. It's done on Unity. You can pick it up for about $10 US. And the summary goes, The Great Perhaps is a time travel puzzle game about an astronaut returning from Earth destroyed by a natural cataclysm. There he among the ruins, he finds an unusual artifact, an old lantern, in the light of which you can see glimpses of another time and travel to the past. Renaissance PR sent us keys for this, so thanks a lot, guys. Let's get started. How did it run on Debwang?
Dude, this thing's pretty hot. It's pretty insane, man. It's not necessarily a graphical juggernaut, but I gotta give it like a pretty straight, clean bill of health out of this thing. This is over here on Debian 10 testing, and that's running on a Threadripper 1920X, 32 gigs RAM, NVIDIA 2060, displayed at 2160p solid 60, but you'd kind of expect that. I was pleased to find out and be able to report it works with the Xclone controller and the PS4 controllers out of the box, no problems. But if we want to talk down to like gameplay itself, man, dude, this is hop, fetch quest,
Yeah.
hop. Because you know what? You land, you see what you're going on right there if you're watching the video version, man. The world has gone to pot and you discover a blue lantern. It's like, regular blue lantern minus the hope, since it allows travel between your current dystopian hellscape and the past. You look around, you dodge some trains, you run back and forward 11 times. So a little girl will give you a fucking key, man. A key. I should say hop, since that's the preferred method of locomotion.
Oh yeah, no, you got to do the Quake 3 bunny hop throughout this entire thing.
You just do, man, because you walk at the speed of smell in this thing, and it's hella annoying. I kind of feel that mechanic's there to stretch out the time, maybe a little bit. I want to say the game has puzzles, but they're so simple. And then again, if you look to this like maybe as a kids game, maybe, but the puzzles are more like just glorified fetch quest, 100%. But hey, the time thing, honestly, it's a fun gimmick. But an hour in, it's chore, and it's chore that got me killed constantly to death. I died so many times getting that balloon to that kid.
Mm-hmm.
My counts, I just lost all of them. It's like, this is boring. I'm upset with this game. I'm a little hangry. Finally, I got past the gate. Then I was dead again right after I got past the gate because I didn't understand what the game was laying down for me. And it reset my checkpoint all the way back to that clown man. So I said, fuck this. I'm out. I didn't rage quit. I just simply didn't have the time to like plod my way across that level again. Didn't care for it, man.
There's going to be a lot of that in the video.
All the sirens kicked in, and I'm like, honk, honk. Then I gave her one share. True story.
Yeah, on Fedora 3064-bit with the 76700K and GTX 1080 Ti, and the cops after me. My God, they're gonna shoot me. It launches out of the box. It's not really much of a graphical juggernaut, and your only options are the resolution and the language. It did pick a weird starting resolution for me that was like 2880 by something. Ran fine though. It didn't look weird, but I bumped it up to UHD and it ran 60, so it's fine. Fun-wise, oh boy, I am not a fan of that voice acting. The main guy is like the most egregious. Everyone else is kind of passable, but they only say a few words at most. The main guy just sounds like Tommy Wiseau waxing philosophical about time travel with his like AI girlfriend, who is either a really, really bad speech synthesizer or a really bad impression of a speech synthesizer. I didn't quite figure that one out. Beyond that, you got your lantern that lets you see shit from the past to the future for about 30 seconds and travel to the past for about 30 seconds. And who boy, you got to manage that 30 seconds. Cause like, much like Manuel Samuel, I got into the habit of like, in Manuel Samuel, you have to breathe periodically so that you can focus on the other things. Here, I gotta jump back into the future because you only got a short amount of time. And if you are standing in where like a pit is in the future, or that mole fucker is in the future, or there's like a pit of acid in the future, then you're just dead and there's nothing you can do about it because you can't move. But it's kind of necessary to just constantly shunt back and forth to reset that timer. The past future mechanic is kind of neat though, and I do wish they would let you explore more than the 30-second glimpses. Also, you can like interact with people, which means that either it's some sort of like simulation hallucination thing, or there's going to be some grandfather paradox ship that will rip a hole in the fabric of space-time itself. I don't know. Everything was all well and good until I took an elevator to the 5th floor of a hospital, and then I got stabbed to death by a nurse. Yeah, and most of
the stairs.
I know, but it was just a little close for home for him, you know.
Right? No, like yeah, you're supposed to take. I figured that out afterwards, but like, hey, there's an elevator. I'm gonna go to the top of the building, and I come out, and there's a nurse there, and she's like, "Hi, stab," and then I died. I don't know. Is that how nurses work at actual hospitals? If you go into one of the wards you're not supposed to be in, they'll just murder you, send you down to the morgue. I don't know. Most of the puzzles though are just a matter of picking things up, moving them to the other time, and throwing them and or giving them to people. But
You know,
I did notice, especially with the little girl.
About this point, I wanted to like mother brain laser beam that little girl, dude.
Well, the other thing is, it's real picky about where you throw that balloon at that girl. Because I went right up to the gate and it's like, nope, can't throw. Back up, can't throw. Back up. No, I got eaten by a mole, so I got to go take the balloon back all the way over through my quick 3 bunny hopping.
Yeah, no, that particular checkpoint was a bitch.
Yeah, and then like you go through the gate and like your time runs out, and then you die in a vat of acid, and you're like, oh. Then yeah, so you go to the hospital. you gotta go fix a hostage crisis, and I'm like, man, I'm not dealing with this anymore. There's potential for something really cool here, but I think they kind of missed the mark. The game is focused on the wrong aspects here, so I will give it 1 chair. Good idea, poor execution.
Pedro, before you get into it, because we're watching your gameplay right now, and I see that at this point where you just beyond anger or upset, you're just like, oh, okay, well, let's try that again.
No, that was me just going, all right, fine, I'll just keep freaking doing this. But yeah, no, it seems like we all stopped at around the same point, which was after this bit. Yeah. Here's a Unity game that decided 60 is where it's at, and that's where it stays. You can see if you're watching the video version, if you look over there on the lower left corner, you see it's 60. So 144 hertz people can eat the proverbial bag of schlongs. And yeah, driving this 2560 by 1440 144 hertz monitor is a GTX 1080, along with a Ryzen 7 3700X on KDE Neon. And yeah, you know, technically the rest of it is fine as far as mixed with the working goes. The DualShock 4 worked out of the box, no issues. The sound, and the videos, so that's good. As for the fun, I like the atmosphere and the juxtaposition of the cheery past versus the bleak future. It's really well done, and yeah, the atmosphere, especially in the future, where you get no background noise whatsoever, just like eerie soundtrack in the back, that was really well done. The mechanics, on the other hand, feel more like an afterthought rather than the focus, which is kind of a problem because this is a video game we're talking about, and the mechanics are where the interactivity sort of shines. And
but
in
Doctor,
this case,
I am Pagliacci.
It doesn't shine at all. And yeah, they were telling a story, and I guess, yeah, it was just an afterthought because they went with the most basic framework, which would allow them to tell that story, but still have maybe some puzzles, heavy air quotes around puzzles there. As far as narratives go, I like it. As a story, yes, absolutely, give me more of that, but as a video game, yeah, no, 2 chairs.
Every time I see that Batman guy, I just think, I'm Batman.
I'm not
Every
super
time.
Batman.
It's like, isn't it a cat?
No.
It doesn't matter. It is
In
very
the back of my
clearly
mind,
not
I'm
Batman.
just like, Martha.
Save Martha.
Did you say that name?
So let's, what do we think about it at the end of the day? I mean, it was a good attempt from personally, I blame Calgary, and I think this is what Calgary looks like if it was mixed with Detroit.
Sounds about right.
There's
less ice all over the place.
What do you feel, Jordan? Do you feel? I mean, there's a good mechanic here. I mean, that part's there.
I think the time shifting mechanic is okay. Like I said, I would like them to remove the 30-minute time limit, but maybe add some more obstacles in either world. Because like it's really the train segment was also really annoying because you basically just have to wait until the train goes by and then you can do your thing.
One of the places it's timing based, and in the other it isn't. It's like, oh, dicks.
Yeah, like. There can definitely be a lot more gameplay consistency. The story is definitely interesting, and it's kind of fun to like piece together what is happening. But like I said, my theory is there's some like grandfather paradox shit. Like this is the dude who's responsible for the explosion at the beginning and the intro cinematic. Oh, by the way, did you restart this game at any point? Sitting through that like 20-second Daedalic interactive screen. God damn, let me skip that, please.
Yeah, no, you can't skip the intro cutscenes, which is something that's so like early noughties, late 90s. It's like, seriously?
Early
Really?
noughties were the best noughties.
All right. Coming up next, crocodiles are the devil, Bobby Boucher. So are emulators. Mm.
I guess the one complaint about these headphones is they are tight around my earring.
That's part of the reason why I like these HS50 so much, is because they are wide, and I have big ears, so I can actually fit my ears in the headphone itself, in the cup. So that's nice. That's different.
I don't necessarily have big ears. I mean, these fit. I just have to be. Also, okay. Here's a question. Because these are isolation headphones, and I am against that. I mean, I always get semi-open headphones.
Yeah, these are semi-open.
These aren't isolation. These are $20 monoprice headphones.
It's it puts me on edge because I think I hear something constantly the entire time. I'm like, what was that? And not like oh, something's to get me. It's like, oh, what's that? Was that the door? Or shit like that, right? And when you take them off, your ears are like, just the standard little fan noise. It's like, jeez, is it really that loud? But it's not. You look at a decimal meter. Hey, man. Yeah. They're 6 feet away from each other.
COVID approved.
Yeah.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be back.
Amazon warehouse special, baby. Okay, we got 2 pieces of 8 now. Did I? Yeah, I threw that emulator one in there. Good. All right. I thought that was semi-topical. So I'm gonna run.
Oh, that's neat.
What?
The original creator of the Love Bug was tracked down.
I didn't know this was a long-standing national problem.
Apparently, they didn't find him for 20 years. The dude who released the first widely contagious computer virus that basically just said "I love you."
Okay, see, that works a lot better than then how did he get the script approved, or
I don't know.
I don't know. You get what I'm saying. I thought you were about the movie.
Ah,
Yeah.
like Herbie the Love
Yeah.
Bug. Yeah.
It's like, how did that work?
Do. I made a poopy in my pants. You can clip that one.
Did you see the one? I think it was the first confirmed. It was like 2 guys in Pakistan or some shit, or Jordan, almost 30 years ago, and a stateside professor was like, "Oh, this was historically one of the first ones," and they had left their home address in the when he disassembled it. Yeah, well, he didn't have source. And it was just a floppy, 5 1/4, whatever. And he went there and tracked them down. They were running a web business from that same address. And yeah, they were like little kids. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the Beebs article.
Have you ever seen the movie I Love You, Philip Morris?
No.
Interesting flick, man.
Like the cigarette company, Philip Morris?
Not really. It's one of those Jim Carrey movies that's like Cable Guy movie.
I Love You, Philip Morris. 2009 from Ewan McGregor and Jim Carrey. All right. It sounded familiar, but I don't think I had ever seen it.
It's something to behold, man.
All right. Steve Parcell from the Tampa Bay Times wrote, "Think Catch Me If You Can mashed up with Brokeback Mountain if Mel Brooks directed it." Does that sound about right?
That tracks. That tracks.
All right.
Maybe not the best for a family movie, but it's got its own pace to it.
All right.
Oh man.
Gotta hammer on that tremolo arm, man.
The what?
The tremolo arm on the guitar.
Oh, whammy bar?
Yeah, whammy bar.
That's the scientific term for it.
Yeah.
Lloyd Rose.
I like the solid non-floating bridge Gretsch ones. They have them on like old Gibsons too. Those always look cool.
The only guitar I have with the Floyd on it is, and it's a floating bridge.
Mm-hmm. I think all Floyds are a floating bridge.
Yeah.
Huh?
But it's a Yamaha SE250, and it has like lockdown nuts back at the bridge on the neck.
The locking nut
everywhere, man. And it's like I just twist out, and it still doesn't. It's got adjustments on the back to try to. That's why I never played it. It was always
as you stretch the fuck out of the strings,
dude. It refused to stay into. It still does to this day, man. But no, Pedro's not frozen.
He's just being very still. There's a T-Rex outside.
It's a single-threaded instance, man.
Yeah, we're running Pedro this week on like a. We're running Pedro on like a T1 or a T3 micro this week, so we only got the one CPU.
New Raspberry emulation. Yeah. PPU.
Poo-poo.
Pedro's still not going to show what's going on. That's his secret.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Plot thickens.
Because I'm in the Discord server for the server of the Soapbox Race World, Need for Speed World that I usually play on.
Video game Discord, got it.
Yeah, they have their own Discord thing, and the admin, the person who's currently running the whole thing, has been posting a lot of shit.
Well, maybe that admin secretly Elon Musk.
That Elon Musk was Albert Einstein.
But the bot of the channel just muted him.
Good bot.
It's like, what the fuck?
Well, you know you've like gone unhinged with like me like put you in a timeout. You're like, geez, all right. Maybe I need to reevaluate life choices. Did you hear a bunch of the National Library Congress, that thing, they baked a lot of the tapes because a good way to bring back an old cassette tape, and I'm talking old, like from the 50s and 60s, is to heat it up. That will make it readable again. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay. That's the thing we can do. And so they started doing it to archive a lot of stuff. Oh, no. Is that an Amstrad?
It looks like an Amstrad. Could be a Commodore 128, but that the directional arrows are in Amstrad position.
Wrong, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, those were dark days.
Waiting for the entire tape to spool so that you could run your program.
Running the entire program and then just getting a big FU dynifier at the end. You're like, okay. Then you fuck with the volume for a little bit and see how that works. And now, a week later, you try it again. But it just works.
Okay, if it wasn't the 128, then which one was the black Commodore?
CPC.
I don't want to Google Black Commodore because I don't know what's going to show up.
CPC, baby.
Yeah,
Got it.
The CPC, yeah, that's the CPC 14. Like I said, the directional thing are in the Amstrad position, as in the fuck you position.
Hey, man, that's when you needed a microcomputer and like a low caliber assault device.
Oh, it was the Commodore Plus 4. That was the black one. Okay, my bad. Yep, that's the one.
You show that to a kid today, and they're like, "Where's the active cooling, bruh?" This looks like
But yeah, no, those arrow keys weren't much better, but at least they're down where they should be.
And you can also comb your hair with the back of your computer.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't a specky, you know? Combador, yeah.
Combador.
All right. Let's get the email going on. So we can bounce. Doop, doop, doop. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. Come on, OBS. Just get us out.
Oops.
Oops. I have to rebuild it and make it stronger.
Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger.
Don't get that stuck in your head. That'll last 2-3 days.
Make it better,
Yep.
do it faster, makes us stronger, more than ever, hour after hour.
3,
Work is
2,
never ruled up.
1.
Well, something about Daft Punk playing in my house. Except I live in an apartment, but so
Around
that
the
doesn't
world,
work.
baby.
We might
if you'd
get
like
lucky.
to let us know, if you'd like to let us know whether Daft Punk is playing in your house, you can do so by going to linuxgamecast.com, hitting the contact button, and filling out the forum. LWDW is that show that we do on Wednesdays. You can also send some feedback to that, but right now we are interested in your hate mail. So make sure LGC Weekly is the show that you beep boop go fuck yourself. So
Rude.
How dare you tell
I
Daft
suppose-
Punk that?
I suppose we can start off with Klein's thing.
It's the new album, dude.
Yeah, so Klein is saying, thank you so much. I wanted to install Devil May Cry 5 myself, but I just couldn't do it. Also, I would have never changed DirectX 12 to 11. You saved me, or maybe you should.
I'm sorry, you misread coolant.
Shaved
Cool.
me.
Coolant.
Cool.
Coolant, do it.
This comes off the heels of DMC5 for Proton. You got to do a little thing with the MF plan, just play around with it. But that is one of the things that you need to be aware of. That's why I threw this in here, because that was also an issue with the zombie pew pew simulation. What was it?
RE3?
Resident Evil. Yeah,
Resident
remake.
Evil.
A lot of games, new ones, will launch in DX12, and you don't think because you immediately think DX12 that's not even going to launch. It runs just
It's the future.
bad, like right now. So yeah, do a double tick. Like if you're seeing really bad performance, you could be in DX12. You know, it's not going to default to DX11 with Proton or Wine anymore. It'll probably just go right into DX12. So keep that in mind. Little PSA. That's why I threw that in there. Let's talk about emos.
And the last one
the
is
natural predators of
yeah.
Australians.
an entire continent. Yes.
I don't know where Obep K12 is from, but is asking, what's your favorite emulation game? Haven't tried a lot of games in emulation. Now I don't have time to play. That's probably why then. P.S. Is there a particular online multiplayer game you enjoyed? It works great on Linux. There are a few.
There's quite a bunch. All of the Serious Sam's, Tricky Towers,
Valve ones.
speedrunners.
Speedrunners.
Yep.
Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quake 3.
A little
Quake
bit
3
of
Arena.
Black Mesa.
Black Mesa, it works. What there is of it.
You guys-
Dead Island was okay.
That's pretty good. Armadillos.
Yeah, our Armadillo. Divinity works great for multiplayer. Original Sin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah.
There you go, man. You get retro.
But for emulators, I was thinking about that earlier because like
Pokemons.
Pokemon, all of basically any of like the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games, Solid, Sons of Liberty, or Snake Eater, like they run great in PCSX2, and they are fantastic games.
All of most of the PSX, most of the PS2 games run great on PSX2.
Yeah. I could just like spit out a list of my favorite PlayStation 2 games. Those all run great. There's a host of like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis games that run amazing. Like, I don't know.
I'd say my favorite one is definitely the Pokemons because those are the ones that I play the most. I had my PSP with custom firmware and I played Pokemons on it.
Yeah, I can't find anything that runs Bayonetta 2 worth a damn under Linux. So yeah, I don't know.
Womp womp.
Boo. It gives me the
Not yet, anyway.
And on that Bayo flavored bombshell, ladies and gentlemen,
Legs.
let's cue the music. You can always find us around 8:30 Eastern Standard Moon Time. That's where we kick this off live. If you're a patron, come hop in Discord. Say hi an hour beforehand where we have the production meeting. I guess that's what you call it, a production meeting. And if you want to get in touch with me, I'm just at Ven on mass.linuxgamecast.com and at VenStone on the Twitters.
I'm Jordan Svung. I still haven't learned my lesson, and I'm still eating nuts, and hopefully not choking to death while I'm delivering this. If you want to see me choke to death, give me a follow at The Burning Fool on Twitter, or at Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com.
I don't know, every single time I go to Mastodon, I enable the federated timeline. It's like, oh, porn, tits, porn, tits. So, yeah, I don't go there very often. But if for some reason you'd like to follow me, it's unaccounted for with the actual number 4 at the end. But I'd rather you follow me on Twitter. That's at unaccounted for with FOUR. It's just written down. Yeah.
Someone, are you going to have you reserved the screen name for your child? Unaccounted fire?
Unaccounted fire?
Fire.
Unaccounted 5.
You know, he's not going to like come visit you when you're in the home. Just good night, ladies and gentlemen. Time for some credits.
That's fine.
If you wear one of our shirts, that's very true.
Yes.
And I suppose since we're doing the credits now, might as well thank Basil for 4-month resub. Thank you very much for that.
Oh. It's the CDIII. It's like Alpha had a sex with the Philips CDI. We gotta thank
CDI we deserve, but never again.
Yeah, we gotta thank Haplo, Arthurian Empty, The Atomic Ass, Michael G, Bob Brandt, Aldius, Haplo, Mac Geek, Scott, Frostclaw, Drummer, Lutters, and Libre Quest. We got our regular producers too. They're pretty awesome, like David S. Smashley G, Michael, Igal, Jolly, Topical, Gaius,
We got the NW, Luke
Matthew,
W, Matt C,
Massivoni,
Nova King.
the Targos, Grayson, Jack, Mr. Fox Dog,
9 bullets.
Nicole, 9 bullets.
Yes.
They dug him out of 50 Cent. Wintercell, Sherwig, Greg, Kai Linux Cast, The
Master
Soldad,
Jack.
Kazkus, Mir, Ertain, Vascott, Ryan, Nix,
Oh.
Igor.
Linux
We
Noob.
have Igor.
It's Igor, damn it.
Vera Tenora.
It's Christoph 3, Linux Nuru again, Abstraction, Das Geek, and
Christian.
and OX4D Coma.
Underscore Cope. Say it right.
Never.
Oh, man. Eat some nuts.
I will. Nom, 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 nom.
I would say,
Delicious
yep,
nuts.
did learn a thing. Choke, maybe. Choke. Ow, ow. That's enough snuff film for tonight. Bye-bye.
Welcome back to Linux Snuffcast.
Awful glass. Wait.
Snuffcastalopagus. Whatever you say, OX4D underscore comma.
Oh, we made it.
Well, there's a little bit of the bag left.
Yeah, the choking hazard was encountered. I think that slowed you down just a bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Caution might have been applied. Oof. I don't know if I've ever choked. I don't know if I've ever choked on nuts. Why not? I knew it. I retried. I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? There's no way around that.
And it wasn't even like a full nut piece. It was like a little bit of the almond skin that found its way into my throat. It wasn't obstructing my breathing. It's just uncomfortable.
Let's see. Can't find Mr. T. Oh, that's a little too long. I like it though.
I'll give the water made it worse. The
Vulcan
Linux Snuffcast. Yeah.
It was originally an active love.
Now it's an act of snuff. Alright. Let's give this a refresh and see. Looks like Vulcan Monkeys is still in the lead.
Alright, it's all together. This thing didn't fly apart. Now we do surgery.
Yay, surgery!
8 process graph
Cirurgia.
async master process error. It's a disaster. A.dat music was not finished state.
Skywalker were after. But if he could be turned to the dark side, yes,
We got Death
he'd be a
Star.
powerful
We got Death
ally.
Star.
Another dark Jedi. He will join us or die.
We got
Man, what a-
Star.
What a great Newgrounds, or rather, whatever the fuck was on that. That was so good.
That was Newgrounds, man. That was old,
Yeah.
old OG. That's when Flash had a use on the web, baby.
Yep. Because we didn't have. It was pre-YouTube. We didn't have any other way to watch videos.
Well, I mean, yeah, it wasn't
They're
even
taking
videos.
the
It was
Hobbits
a
to Isengard.
vector animation with some like 6K audio behind it. But hey, it moved. It talked.
Or you could always download the M4 the MOV file. Ugh. Play it in QuickTime.
Yeah.
If you try to install iTunes in Windows, it still offers to install the QuickTime player.
Oh yeah, because that's their like video plus standalone thing.
And we have to have iTunes installed because if people return a phone, we need to put it in the fuck you mode. It's DFU mode, but yeah, it's been renamed to the fuck you mode. Yeah, no, you install iTunes, it's like, would you like to install a QuickTime player? No, Apple. In fact, you can take your Bonjour service
North
that's
Ranger,
always
I
running in
would
the
have to say
background.
all signs point to yup.
Damn, that's not too bad. 156 for a Vega 56.
For mining card? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'll be back.
Check the completed. Put a tick on the completed results on the bottom left there in the options. It says completed items, yeah. 220, 240, 249.
Oh,
That's
somebody
for a
bought
whole-
one, you poor thing.
For the black magic,
Yeah, they did. They discontinued it too.
yeah. 205, yeah, it looks like you're paying around between 200 and 260.
I would say, you know, if you got a decent one, it's looking nice. If I wouldn't go any higher than 220, personally.
Yeah.
Then again, I would go higher if that was my only option, because, geez.
Those XFX coolers.
Man. I would say leave something to be desired, but it leaves all kind of things, man.
Look for the Sapphire ones. If you can find the Sapphire ones, they kind of nailed the AMD GPU and ATI back in the day. They kind of nailed that market. And I think they only screwed up one of the new 5700 XTs, like the gold-plated one. That one was just stay away from it, because they done goofed on that one bad. But you get the Pulse variant, that one, pretty good.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't think I've ever, like, factored in looks in a video card. Like, does it work?
If you have, you know, the tempered glass side, and you like looking at the inside of your PCs, yeah, alright.
Oh, yeah, well, then I could put it on top of my desk where I could hear the coil whine.
I can hear the call went on my 1080, and it's not on my desk. But it's only in a couple of games. Like the games that render 3,000 frames a second, like the Neverwinter Nights menu. Oh, what's that? You disabled VSync. Well then. Oh, those are making a comeback.
What all?
The like the little fan mounts in the side of the case. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, people want airflow. It's like, people have always wanted airflow. Hello, Freudian duck.
Hello. Have following lines do. So, alright, what's going on with you? It's time to. Alright, Thread Booper, I'm gonna crack out. I'm gonna do nano with pseudo, so you're in trouble.
I'm gonna need everyone at home to pick up their fire extinguishers. Yeah, no, it's kind of a thing nowadays. Tempered side tempered glass side panels.
I can't do it, man. Oh.
It needs a bit of a wipe. Outside of that, eh.
Oh, if the entire stream dies or just eats poo,
That's why I told people to pick up the fire extinguishers.
Well, increase the max user watcher. Okay, yeah, I know I have it. It's a custom compiled kernel. Shut up, leave me alone, quit picking on me. I got a couple things I want to try. I don't play around with. Tonight was a learning experience. So now that we've played around with the Jackbox, let's SSH into... Okay, let's not run that. That would be interesting if I did.
Yeah, on the ThinkPad T42, I did try. It's like, okay, 1804 with the IDE hard drive on a single-core 32-bit Pentium processor. Let's see, can I play YouTube videos? At 360p, yes. If you go to 480p or anything higher than that, it becomes a choppy mess. And Twitch is basically a no-go. It attempts to, but you can hear the audio just fine. But yeah, no, the video is just frozen on a single frame. It's like, oh, great.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you got to think WebRTC's heavy as fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Like, these boxes, both of the Optiplexes you guys are on, quad-core. Thanks, Pennywise. They seize when they go into full screen. Like, for 1080p. So I'm going to be testing something, ladies. Well, let's use it. Yeah, this will probably work. So stay tuned. I'm going to be pulling down our audio backend and bringing it back up. So fair warning. Okay. Are we cool with that?
Sounds good,
Okay.
he says.
We cool? All right. Going down in 3, 2.
Yes, I hear things now.
Yay! Through the magic of Jack. That can be an astronomical pain in the rump. Here we go. Uh-oh, what did you do, Alan? Zzz.
The reconstruction of ZZ Top?
What do you mean automate? Are you talking to me? Man, if you have any idea how much automation just took place. Like the little thing I did with Pedro? Yeah, that doesn't even count. It doesn't even register.
Linking sync to source.
Yeah. I was connecting Pulse Audio to Jack Network so it could send it over Ethernet and to another computer which processed it, routed, took care of the mix minus, apply process, and send the mix down to this computer which sent it out to you guys. Easy.
Simple.
Easy peasy. So now I need to take a look at A/B comparison of the generated pulse audio syncs versus... What's that from?
Tick, tick, boom.
I don't know. Where's GLC encode? There it is. Control F, PA, CMD. Here we go. So channels 2, jack source. I've done better than this. Come on. PA man. Nope. Nope. That's as far as we got with that. You need to document stuff better, old man. Okay, is everything right here? Maybe because I have a sync loaded between two sources? What do you think, Pedro?
Eh?
You know, that.
Module jack sync.
So I'm going to be bringing
It's set to not connect.
No, they're not supposed to connect. I have a session manager that takes care of that. Because there's a lot to connect.
Okay.
So we're going to move that. So we'll have source, then we'll move sync up in the... Maybe? 1, 2... I think that's right. I don't think it's going to be better than that. Oh, right. Wait. I don't think Jordan can say anything. Couldn't tell. Still can't tell. I don't think he can hear us.
Apparently, that the name of the show that the Tick Tick Boom GIF is from is called Lost Girl. And that is the proverbial lost girl.
Aha.
Lost Girls. So
That was a Canadian produced show. That was
okay.
Yeah, that's the one about like the succubus who like solves crimes.
No, you put it that way. It sounds very.
If it
Canadian.
worked with Lucifer, it's got to work with, you know,
Teenage.
other supernatural demonic entities.
20 something demonic entities, I guess. It was apparently it was by the same lady who created Killjoys, which was the other show that aired with Dark Matter.
So they canceled it.
I think they did. It ran for a while though, like 2-3 seasons.
Lost Girl is a Canadian supernatural drama television series that premiered on Showcase on September 12th,
Oh, it
2010.
got
and
5
ran for
seasons.
5 seasons. Yeah. It follows the life of a bisexual succubus named Bo, played by Anna Silk, as she learns to control her superhuman abilities, help those in need, and discover the truth about her origins.
I mean, yeah.
Sure, why not?
I mean, there are worse setups for a TV show.
Yeah, Dark Matter getting axed.
Yeah,
Darker-
no, that was not cool.
That was. This is why we can't have nice things. It was too good for us. Because like, okay, the first season was kind of meh. They were ballsy by killing off the main character in the second season. I'm like, all right, let's see where you. All right, and now we're just shifting focus, and I feel the show got a lot tighter after that. Like that's kind of they needed to lose Tasha in order to like find their footing. I'm sorry Denise Crosby. Yeah. Ugh. It's not necessarily because of you, but it was a contributing factor. But yeah, I don't know. And then season 3 got like actually decent, and then they canceled it. Ends on a big old cliffhanger too. Like, huh? I thought they would have taken like another season to
Are
pay
you
this
hitting
off.
the table?
I guess I am. Yes.
Okay.
I'm mad about Dark
it was
Matter.
just getting like progressively harder. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. I was just making sure. I didn't know where that was coming from. I was zoned out.
Apparently, I really give a shit about this, so I got into it. I didn't realize I cared so much about Dark Matter, but I guess I do.
Hey, man.
All right, let me get another beer then.
Okay.
I mean, it hasn't been Idiots Fall Down for like, I want to say 4 years. Oh man,
I'm going to
But
test
that-
a theory. So probably nothing will happen. I'm just fair warning.
All right. I don't know, OX. There's a lot of this shit. Like a lot of framing devices just get lost in editing. Like the show or the movie will start off as like a letter found on like a beach, and then just will completely lose track of it, and the movie will end. And like, what about the framing device? Who gives a shit?
Okay, so much for that theory.
So much for it. Yeah, I remember watching the Peacekeeper Wars when it ended. I had like gotten into Farscape a lot later, so like I had seen Peacekeeper Wars before finishing Farscape proper.
Oh, that made yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So pulling 25. You're gonna be really handy, GNOME system monitor. It would make you real cool if I could pick network interfaces.
I mean, the XFCE one, you actually have to like type in the network interface, but
Yeah.
it's better than nothing. I'd like there to be a drop down because then I got to open up a terminal and be like, all right, IPA,
Hey,
copy
find
this.
out,
Yeah. Like it wouldn't be so hard for the fucking utility to do that itself.
You don't, I mean, normally you don't need that, but like in a situation like I just need to take a peek real quick. We don't need to bring a terminal into this relationship.
Or like what if I have multiple interfaces that I want to like look at periodically? I guess they have the standalone network interface monitor for that, but still. I don't know. I feel there's some room for improvement.
I agree with this.
In Kitty, if you click the network manager, it actually gives you the IP address and the gateway address and everything else.
There was a GNOME extension, a GNOME 3 extension a while ago I used back when I was using GNOME 3 that had a pretty slick representation with like a big old circle chart.
Oh.
And it was pretty nice. And it gave you like all the information if you hovered over shit. Like it was decent. But that also requires you to use GNOME, so I guess I could get away with GNOME on this system because I only have 2 monitors, but I want to add a third eventually. Oh, maybe I could stack that one up here, and then I'll just have a big pile of 4Ks to stare at.
There we go. Start looking into wall mounts.
I mean, I just need an arm.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what's the best multi-interface monitoring?
Multi-interface monitor?
You know, like BMON?
Oh, probably like something like JNetTop or something, right? Like, or Nmon.
That'll show you everything. JNet Top shows you everything.
Yeah, like when you say best, I mean like the one that makes the most information available to you. I don't fucking know. It really depends on what you're using it for. If it's logging into a server, you probably want one thing. You want, if you just want to look at a thing or a widget, then you probably want another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure some people like hack it into their Conky, which I think is excessive. Like Conky is so useless to me because when do I ever look at my desktop?
You gotta learn some Lua syntax to get that going.
Someone has to. Let's be real.
See, it only gets a little bit hairy when you have 7 interfaces on one box.
That'll do it.
Do it.
IF top.
IFTop is nice because it gives you like the per connection breakdown, but yeah, like I said, it depends.
Right.
IFTop isn't always available on systems, so midair. I don't know what midair is.
I don't know, man. It sounds kind of dangerous.
What happens if I Google mid-air? You don't give me any of that low air. I can't afford that high air. I need the mid-air.
Just DNF install, baby. Live a little.
Mid-air CE is a tribes, I guess. Screenshots, people. Screenshots.
No.
Yeah, register for a beta. There's a Trello. Servers. Alright. Well, okay. Honestly, Ven, I'm with you. Like, lately, no one's offering fucking screenshots. Like, Valve makes them, and that's the only reason we get some.
Exactly, man. That's like, you gotta give me the... Give me some hope. Give me some drive. Give me something.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to be... I'm just not going to tango with it, man.
Okay. Looks... I guess that's just, like, 2 models from the game. There's a Twitch highlight thumbnail. Alright, so they have a Twitch channel with some, like, footage. But that's not linked on their project page. I had to find that separately.
Ooh.
That's in the 3rd row of Google image search, and that was like the first thing that actually looked like an in-game screenshot. So, shit, man. There's a bunch of servers running, apparently.
That's good. Well, let's
Play
see.
today. Yeah, you have to register for their shit, though.
Oh. Well, it's online, though, right?
Well, it's online. They have a bunch of servers, and only 2 people playing at the moment.
Sounds like a lot of games we play.
Yeah.
I mean, it does.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I can't move that. You're a false monitor. You're a monitor. You're just not connected to the right way. So we get something to drink. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to do a 4-on-4?
For Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do some of that.
Who wants to be on our team?
Oh yeah, we gotta
You
rotate
guys,
that
yeah,
person in.
you guys initiate.
We
the draft.
got Scott last time, so he's disqualified.
Mm-hmm. Someone else
No one else
wants to play Left for Bread 2?
Left for Bread.
Yes.
What was the last thing you left for bread?
Well, the last thing I spread on bread was Nutella this morning.
Oh yeah, it's part of a healthy breakfast, Pedro.
I had 1 slice of bread with Nutella, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's...
It was an ungodly amount of Nutella for a single slice of bread, but it was a slice of bread.
I mean, again, what's the point? You're just wasting Nutella. You're just wasting bread. Just use a spoon. You know, all the calories in that 1 slice of bread gets you like maybe a third of a scoop of more of Nutella. You can just get
Look,
more
at
Nutella.
one point, you try to spread it and it doesn't spread it anymore. The knife is just like picking up on the Nutella that's already on the bread, so that's when you stop. That's like my my gauge, I suppose.
I mean, you can blame Epic for the state that Rocket League on Linux is in.
100% on that one.
Honestly, I'm a big cream cheese on toast guy. That's pretty solid.
Okay, so Foxy says he'll jump on LGC this week, so
Oh
there's that.
boy. Oh boy. I mean, bagel and cream cheese is classic. That's like, when you think bagels, you think cream cheese.
Or any cheese for that matter. It's like, just put cheese in it.
I mean, Philadelphia is okay. You want to get like some of the nice high-fat cream cheese. Tastes real rich. So
Camembert.
Oh no, you can just get like cream cheese. Like it doesn't have to be anything fancy like camembert. Where you take the hot where you take the hot knife and you slice off like melted cheese.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! The first time I saw that, I'm like,
too,
this is how I die. No, we're playing the original Left 4 Dead in Proton because fuck you. That's why.
Made by the same people who then went on to make Evolve and realized it's like, wait a second, maybe people don't like all this bullshit DLC and pre-order crap that Valve didn't let us do with Left 4 Dead. Huh.
Let's see if we can light up Discord. Boop.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it's Left 4 Dead's kind of weird in that it's the Valve game that doesn't have all like the multiplayer add-on shit that's like currently being supported.
Mm-hmm. Because
like
the team that made it originally left.
Right, but like they still have programmers that can still add shit.
True.
Hold on, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right, who's that?
What is an intrepid Nemo? I'm confused. Oh, do I need to go online? I think I do.
Are you not online?
I apparently am not.
Me either.
Now I am.
It's gonna be 77 degrees.
Oh, hang on. Why did I get signed out?
It's warm there, Linux Skinneroo, in
Yeah.
New York.
Steam has been doing that lately. It doesn't sign you into the Friends network. You need to
Signs
click
you
sign
out
in.
regularly. Like if you leave it on for too long, it'll kick you off.
Like a timing me out or something.
Yeah.
You're having too much fun. Piss off.
It's like, oh, you have Steam open, but you're not talking to anyone in your friends list, so we're just gonna sign you out.
I mean, at the same time, that stops people from messaging me, so...
That's why I just stay in invisible mode, because if I'm not in invisible somebody, without fail, every single time, I just put it like an online. Oh, look, Ven's in the middle of a game. I'll send you a message. That's why a lot of you get blocked.
I've disabled like the sound notification. I only get the little pop-up, and if I'm really into a game, I don't see the little pop-up, so...
I'm just saying, man. Will Way. All right. Let's get this moved over to Capture Composite, and boop.
All right, come up.
Oh, Coach.
Cool. At OX4D, when you get your mic fixed, we'd love to talk to you. Yay.
Oxford.
Yeah,
OX4D,
I know.
yeah.
I gotta remember that Oxford coma. That's great.
I don't care
You
anymore.
can guess what my favorite punctuation is.
Oof.
Is it an interrobang?
The exclamation mark.
Which is the only correct favorite punctuation for anyone is the interrobang.
Yeah, the first word's purposely hexadecimal.
Nice.
Octave, but yeah. OX is octave.
You got the hacks on me or something?
What?
I don't know anymore. It was a bad pun. Just
Top
gonna walk
puns
away
are
from
bad.
that one.
He's just hoping for a pity pun at this point.
Well, Scott, I'm gonna ask you to be like the Beatles and just let it be.
How about I just make it a pun?
Pedro, seriously.
Oh,
You should
my brain.
do what Yoko Ono should do and shut up.
She should shut up, but
That's
I don't
not what the
think
Bare
she
Naked
will
Lady
anytime
say.
soon.
I mean, Scott, you can be my Yoko Ono if you want.
Oh no! Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, Jordan and Scott in bed. Oh,
Pedro,
no.
Jordan picked last week, so where are we going to kill everyone?
So last week we did Dead Air, right?
Yeah.
This week
We did it first a little bit, yeah.
In the bloody one. No, we did that.
suppose we can do the carnival.
We've done the
wait, is the
carnival
carnival?
a dozen times.
Yeah,
The carnival's the one with
we've
the roller
already done a bunch
coaster
of
and the
times.
gnome.
We've done the
yeah.
first
Yeah.
level of the carnival several times.
Yeah.
Carnival, carnival.
It is one. it is
So
a fun
let's
one
do
to
the
watch.
passing.
The passing.
I have no idea what that one is about, but yeah.
Third time to play.
I think
Yeah,
we do
it's
that
done.
one a lot, don't we?
All right,
Yeah, but I
man.
stopped playing it after it came out. Or before it came out.
Choose character. I will be Coach.
Ellis.
Bayonetta.
Oh, do you have a mod that makes Rochelle Bayonetta?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Nice.
Yay, Skinner, I'm glad you
Yay.
played.
Something whitewashing.
Oh no, there's a great clip from like modded GTA 5 where like someone
say that
changed
now, Joe.
the really ornery dude to 2B from Near Automata, so she just like runs up and starts yelling at people with like an angry man voice.
All right, so Fox is on our team.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
He's Nick.
give me 1 moment. I need to mute, return back to you guys so you're not getting game audio. And find the right button.
Push the button, Frank.
Muffin button?
Muffin button, baby.
Muffin button. No. God, no.
Muffin button. But why? Muffin button.
Now, Midnight Riders. That might be a fun level.
Oh, this one, yeah. Where we got to defend the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Oh, I hate that one. Why do we were doing that? This is a horrible idea.
Blame Pedro.
Aw.
Aw.
This isn't the one where we need to defend the thing, but we do need to refuel the thing.
No, oh wait, no, the carnival one was the one with the concert at the end. Yeah, Dark Carnival.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that one's rough.
So,
That
are we just under the running assumption that this game does not cache shaders? Period.
Yeah.
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 Apparently.
Ever.
ding ding, ding ding,
The whistle on the car goes ding ding.
ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling.
All right, come on. We're being
I'll
like
Let me-
that.
take
let
the
me-
chrome shotgun, I suppose.
Get the herky jerks
As,
out of your
as,
system.
as will I. I'll ask you a question,
Fine.
Axe.
but I'm shaving it for later. Oh
And a
shit!
spitter.
Damn it.
Oh. Oh baby.
Whoa, Shiza.
I was trying to get away.
Let's move. Watch out.
Jockey.
Jockey on me. Thank you.
Ride of your life.
Yeah, you're just getting all the achievements now,
Keep
aren't
safe,
you?
Pennywise. Careful. They're looking at you.
Come on.
Alright. Watch out for that spitter. He's still out there. Get out of here. Guy wearing an ammo bandolier for whatever fucking reason.
They do that sometimes, man.
Yes.
Alright. We need to get the fuck out of here.
You missed, Brad.
Okay.
I tried to line 2 people up, but couldn't, so I was like, yeah, I'll get M. Fox Dog as a consolation.
I saw you, smoker.
I see you up there.
Whipping that
Still that
tongue.
spitter.
Yeah, that spitter is still alive.
Damn it, put me in.
Was still alive.
Is this a better weapon? No. But there's a gas can and...
It's just got full ammo, which is nice.
Shit, chainsaw, motherfuckers!
All right,
It's time!
Nice.
let's try.
I gotta save you for a special occasion, though.
Gotcha.
Oh god, damn it, Chucky on the stairs.
Yeah.
You got him?
I saw
I
how you
got
missed her
him.
alert.
I got him.
Pedro, come on, buddy.
I'm already here.
All right, we're up.
I need to find a... Oh, charger! Ow!
Charger?
I was about to say I need to find a quiet spot to breathe.
All right. Someone got Foxy? All right.
Got him.
Yeah.
Foxy,
That's
here.
a bad idea.
I'm here, so...
Yeah. I'm covering you.
Spitter.
Alright.
And a smoker.
Alright. Is that a tank? Or is that a boomer?
Ah! You only kind of missed. That's the worst kind of miss.
I'm saving all the fuel for this chainsaw. I'm expecting a big old clusterfuck. Oh shit, Jockey got me. Thank you. Where the fuck are you guys?
Up ahead.
I'm doing the job of trying to keep track of Pedro.
Alright.
I've been keeping an eye behind me.
Alright.
And spit it
Alright.
up.
Alright.
Just run, Jordan.
I hear the smoker.
I'm running. Oh shit, they got him again.
Let him go.
Let him go.
Let him
Alright.
go.
Alright, he's gone.
Pedro.
Hey,
Fuck. Come on. Never mind. They're dead.
I
Fuck
killed
'em.
the smoker. Come on, Foxy.
Well,
Alright, well, I guess it's
Pedro saved you, but you didn't move out of the spit.
Oh,
I hear
I
Jockey.
didn't. Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention.
Apparently not.
I was dead. So
No, you weren't.
I told you to run.
Oh shit, don't shoot the car.
Or that one.
oh well.
Well, I didn't do it this time.
Okay. Vended.
Hi, Scott.
I already sent my regards to you. Of course, I get to go with the chainsaw.
Yeah,
Let's go upstairs, lads.
I'm coming.
Honk honk.
I just wanted to get that spitter.
Yeah. If Pedro makes it, he makes it.
Get him!
Jockey.
I'm still back.
They left it,
Oh
Pedro.
well. You two will have to get it by yourselves.
Okay.
Don't shoot me! What are you doing?
Shoot him.
Go after the people that aren't screwed.
I don't know. I got jockey, and then I got.
Alright, I need some help.
Like screw, that was.
And Ben's gonna startle the witch.
I got smokered. Alright. That's it for old Jordan. It was nice while it lasted. That chainsaw has a brutal windup, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Especially as the fuel starts running low.
Oh yeah,
Balls
motherfucker! Oh yeah, motherfucker! Doesn't
There
matter.
was no place to spawn for me. I had. I was there.
It only takes one, baby. It only takes one.
360.
Wow.
360 no scope.
They killed ya.
No, they didn't kill me.
I was
So
a
what?
charger on that.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
So
I was
what
that charger on Pedro.
what happened was I was a jockey.
Yeah.
Charger, instead of going after Ven, went after the person I was, so I was freed. So I pressed
Yep.
E to respawn, and I went to Ven, but there's no place to spawn.
Oh,
Everything was
I
in
see.
everything was in sight. And Lex New, don't forget your med pack. You all ready?
Not ready for this.
Whoa.
Let's get going.
Man, already?
Already, baby. Jordan and I kind of have the same idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
Ooh,
Oh, no, not just jockey.
Pedro just made a friend.
Oh,
Oh man, got a friend in me.
come on.
Ah, got him.
God damn it.
Thanks.
Almost got the qualified right there.
Alright, I think Ven, we gotta
going.
move.
Yeah, I know. It was a fun theory.
Alright.
I can
Ah,
pull
Jesus,
off
I'm
the bus
caught.
too.
Oh!
Oh, there's a spitter over there. Ow. Ah. Oh, man. I'm down. Oh, that's
Why
a
were
hunter
you
right
fucking-
there.
Yeah.
Charger, charger,
Oh.
charger.
God damn.
What? Alright.
That got him.
I was hoping they'd be stuck outside for a bit longer.
Anyone know how we're...
Mr. Alert?
Yeah?
I've never gotten this far.
Oh,
Jockey. Let's go this way.
right. Whoa. It's a spitter in the hallway there.
I need a heal.
Why can't I shoot my roommate, my teammates?
Why can't I shoot my roommates?
Yeah, let's go.
Whoa!
Nom,
There's
nom,
smoker
nom,
in here.
nom, 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 nom. Aw.
Thanks.
God damn
Going.
it.
Okay.
I was hoping to get caught while the smoker was grabbing Mr. Alert.
I need to
Couldn't do
heal.
it.
Oh, God damn it.
Thanks.
So close.
Be careful with the cars.
Yeah, very close.
No, trigger the cars. Go ahead,
Oh.
do it.
Oh,
Trigger the someone trigger him.
God damn it.
Cars.
Oh.
That was the
Trigger.
first thing you did.
Motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Linux Kanuru.
Damn it.
Oh, there's it's not
This is
a...
not good.
Oh, this is just
Oh, this
more-
is not. Oh, God.
There we
Damn
go.
it. Had a jockey on me.
Okay, that was a jockey. Okay. I'm getting...
You're feeling the pinch, boys.
Uh,
Yeah.
Smoker, smoker. Smoker behind you, Lex in the
Did
room.
you get grenades?
Shoot me. Someone shoot me.
Very
that
good.
was...
There was 3 people right there.
Ow.
Jesus Christ.
You can just hit me with the right mouse button.
Crap
Oh
spitter.
yeah.
Have some goo.
You.
What the hell?
They finally got me.
Alright.
This is gonna be a lot easier if I wasn't drunk.
Go home, Linux Kanuru.
You'd fuck it up.
Go home, Linux Kanuru. You're drunk.
Okay, we gotta put a
Here's a
kibosh.
jockey somewhere around here.
Just some ammo. I'll have left as my pistol.
Keep going, Pennywise.
God damn it.
I'm screwed. Go without me. Go without me.
Let's make
Yeah,
sure.
Go without me. Go without me.
Oh!
Ah, damn it!
I am dead.
You want Mr.
Okay.
Alert?
They beat us though.
All right.
Anyone still alive?
Mr. Alert.
Yeah, Mr. Alert is still alive.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost jockeyed him, but he shot me to death.
He's way back.
Oh my god. You're not gonna.
You're doomed.
Oh boy. Everyone's
Good luck.
dead. Okay.
Good luck.
Hi, witch.
Oh. That was the witch?
Yeah, that was the
goddamn.
witch.
Oh my god. You're fine.
Well, the witch got him before I did.
Ah, I
had
just
more
spawned as a
people.
smoker too.
Well, we got
But
more
we
points
won.
anyway.
Somehow.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Ven's,
More
decision
of
to
you got-
leave
Car.
Foxy
What was
behind.
Yeah,
Not a
kind
good
of,
idea.
kind of,
Yeah,
kind of screwed
Vin's
us. Yeah.
decision to put some fucking points on the board.
Clearly,
Less than
not
ours.
enough.
It was pretty close though.
Yeah, 360, 396.
Yeah.
Can trust that guy.
No.
What?
What? All right. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? All right.
I don't want to tinker with that. Nope. Wait, nope. Yeah.
You should go up on the roof then.
Where should I go?
Yes, give away all our plans. Thank you, George.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready for this? Do 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 do. We already did that.
So where do we go?
After Scott.
Left.
Oh my god.
Trying to boomer from the roof? I think that's gonna.
Want a grenade.
Oh,
Oh, god.
man.
Not a
Yeah.
I can't
Yay.
stand
I got me a
dying
Scott.
from
Help me.
I cannot see a thing.
Scott,
The
you're
next
so
new
delicious.
reveal, you can just press the right mouse button and it frees me, right?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm already down anyway, but whatever.
You were my tongue victim.
One down on the first charge, I'll take
See,
it.
one of my problems is I was using a trackpad.
Okay. Oh, spitter up there.
All right, I'll give me another one.
Ah, no, I'm getting smoked.
Run. See, that's how you do it.
Oh, I will not stop shooting.
Oh no, there's a hunter here. Oh.
Can we just...
Whoa!
What the hell? Jesus Christ.
Reloading.
Ah, freaking.
I don't even know where we're supposed to go.
Follow towards Club D.
Oh, whoa! God, Predator got me.
Is this what it's gonna be like after COVID-19?
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, where'd the boomer come from?
Okay, Boomer.
Surprise boomer.
Surprise, Boomer.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna use my pistol.
Jeez. Never ends.
All right, Pedro. You want
That's
to
like
wombo
the
them?
song.
Yeah?
I hear a jockey.
Shake and bake.
Ah, boomer again?
Ah, crap. How are we going in there?
Ah, the smoker.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Ah! I got some
in there?
mileage
And
out
I'm
of that.
overwhelmed by a bunch of regular zombies now.
How did you even get in there?
Almost out of it.
What the hell?
What was...
Behind you. Oh my god.
I got the wrong one. Damn it.
And up you go. Oh, there's
Oh my god.
Good boom. Good boom. That was a good boom.
Yeah, I got all of them. I saw they were all clustered together, so I went behind that hedge maze, and I'm just like, "Hi guys!"
And we're
Yes!
spinner out there somewhere.
A triple knockout with the spitter. Very
Nice. I'll take those points.
Oh yeah!
Did we even get any points?
We've got
56.
56. 56.
Oh
All
my
right,
god.
you just gotta beat 56.
good. Yes.
Jeez, so I gotta...
Actually, we gotta
And
get
the
100
extra
points.
36. Yeah.
We gotta get 100 points.
Yes.
Oh man, we gotta kill them all almost immediately.
Yeah.
I
Can't
mean,
let
we're
that
gonna do more
happen.
rounds than just this, right?
All right, med packs, get them done.
Oh.
Got
Go
him.
forth.
All right. Go forth and die.
Y'all ready?
Let's head up. Let's go. Go.
All right, push,
go,
push,
go,
push,
go,
push, push.
Go. Come out of here. Take a right.
Charger got me.
All right, let's help Pedro.
Yeah, I know. I'm coming.
And
I'm helping Pedro up. Somebody cover me. Maybe.
Someone get me, please.
Well, that was a nice.
No.
Fuck.
Well, I just did shit. Damn. Somehow we did even worse. Run, Ben, run! Solo the entire level. Do it.
Oh,
Alright.
this is awesome.
Alright, where is the...
They went far right.
Choke point, bitches.
Yes, choke point.
Oh, for them.
Choke point indeed.
I got it.
Wow. Yes.
Oh, shameful display.
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw you two split off, and then the one grabbed the back one. I'm like, well, I'm grabbing Pedro then.
The fact that Vin got caught in that corner, I mean...
Yeah, that happened. And
Yeah. That was a...
Ven's in a fuck you mood, so it's like, nope, not coming back.
Wow, I did 3 whole damage as a spitter.
All of you were down, man.
Yes,
Kind of
samurai
last
sword.
watching you guys, but my connection's going bad.
Good luck.
All right.
Is
I
there
think I'm
only
gonna be.
sniper rifles here? Weird.
Oh, sorry about that, Oxford.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna set up here. I think Pedro. Yeah, you and I are playing double duty.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
stay here.
We're staggered, and I got a big hello for them.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's, we got a good start.
I'm gonna stay here.
Get out of spit.
Yeah, let's spin it
We can get
there.
up the stairs with the spit.
Oh, that's the smoker! Ow! Oh,
God damn it.
Boomer's around the corner. Boomer around the corner.
Damn it.
Oh, finally, I got someone. Never mind.
Let's go up the stairs.
Okay.
I thought it started a cat.
Oh, there's a
Overshot that spit there.
spitter out there.
I did. I didn't. I tried, man.
Get on. Mr. Alert, come up.
Yeah, I'm coming. Alright. I hear a jockey. Where is he?
I don't...
Oh, that would have been a good.
This is
damn
the
it.
right weapon.
Where's that jockey? Yeah.
Ah, damn it. I tried to get him just as they got in the elevator,
Whoa!
but
Oh, what happened?
There's Boomer over here.
oh shit, it's one of these. We're fucked. As like the humans were fucked. We suck at these.
Hey, Nuru, you walked right past me!
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
What the hell, fried chicken?
Personally. Saw you. I still continued. What's this guest? This is a baseball bat.
0 of 16. Yeah, this map.
Oh my god. I love this katana.
Yeah, the katana's OP. OP as fuck.
Ah, shit.
Nice spit, Foxy.
We got to keep them separated.
Gotta keep it separated. Hey, hey!
Oh,
Oh my god.
over there.
I hope you guys are zombies because I'm slicing. Can't see a damn thing.
Oh, smoker. Smoker over here.
Coming.
Thanks.
Ah, fuck.
Aw. I wanted
Unless
a
you-
hug.
Whoa!
Yeah! Pump and dump!
Fuck.
Squish.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ, where did all these guys come from?
You do better than one.
Where's the gas tank?
Ah!
Where did I
I was
take
out of
this gas
spit,
tank?
so I was just hoping
the
to
start.
rush in and blow you all up.
Back to the elevator?
To the start.
Ah, shit, I can't.
The start? What?
This is hard as hell.
Ah, there's another smoker out
What are you
here.
doing down here?
Aw.
Oh, yeah!
Oh,
Oh, yeah!
oh,
There we go.
yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, yes!
So y'all
No,
need to
no,
be
no,
one.
no, no!
Walk right into my death puddle, please.
We're so fucked.
You're correct,
Oh,
Mr.
I-
Anderson.
Alright.
Okay.
I don't trust that biker.
Misspell bat.
Probably long gone by now.
Katana! Yeah! Yes! Haha!
I bet he stole the Jimmy Gibbs Jr.
He is a dead man.
Alright.
Is a dead man.
Dead man.
Dead man.
The world is gone.
All right, Dale.
We're gonna have to hunt that biker man down.
All right.
Pocket Sand! Man, someone needs to mod
Right.
Pocket Sand in as a throwable. Oh.
Go forward.
I'm blocked.
Uh-oh.
No.
Whoa! What happened?
Alright. Yeah, I'm
So,
Where did that smoker
go
go?
up.
upstairs.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
come on, Pedro.
Come on, buddy. Buddy, buddy,
Okay.
buddy. Buddy, buddy,
Let's
buddy.
go.
Alright. Buddy. Alright.
Do this and get back to
Fill
need
the
to
generator
fill-
with gas.
I
I
think
got
Spitter
gas.
can actually light the gas, so keep that in mind if you're Spitter.
Oh.
Damn it.
Okay.
The
Let's go.
Alright, hold on. Where's...
Got one.
Alright, I'm covering you, Pedro. No.
Boomer.
Well, I died doing what I love.
and
Yeah,
you
that's one.
beat us. That's two actually. Pedro got the other one.
Where's everyone?
Okay. So we need to get.
Oh, Smoker
14
got
more.
me. Smoker got me.
Yes, it did. I can't. I got
Got
jockeyed.
Alright, I got you.
Thank you.
Oh hell yeah.
Yes!
Now I got 100.
I'm coming.
I'm working on it.
Oh, don't come.
There's the spitter. Run, run.
Yeah, I got smokered.
Smuckered.
Smucker's jam.
Okay, I saved you.
All right. All right.
Alright, I'm gonna heal myself as soon as I get up.
Yeah.
That missed me, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta heal too.
Okay, my ineptitude has confused the zombies.
All right.
Okay. How much HP does that charger have?
Too much.
I'm coming in, lads.
Apparently.
I'm coming in.
AK.
Mama,
Oh, come the
I'm
fuck on.
coming.
No way.
Oh.
They're gonna get more points than
I'm coming.
Oh, someone got the tank. Mind the car.
Whoa.
Oh. Could have warned me
Yes,
a little
tank,
earlier
tank.
then.
I'm working it. Here we go. Oh, I was trying to make with a
We beat him though.
Yeah.
Come on, get your ass up.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, who's the tank? Ah, Scott.
Uh-oh.
Yes, yes.
Avenge me.
No!
Avenge me. All right, Foxy, I'm spawning you.
Damn it.
Gotcha.
I got cornered.
The tank is right behind you.
Oh, yes.
Don't stand around while the tank is running towards you. He can outrun you.
Aw.
Yeah.
That leaves one.
And
Fucking
And I have
Alright.
absolutely no idea where they're going, so I'm just
All right,
gonna
we're all
guarantee,
spotting Ben from all sides now.
Ah, boo.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Got 232.
629. Okay.
Got points.
You are in a lead.
Shot ahead
You are in
in
a
the
lead
second to last round.
RT1.
now. Oh, with left.
Woo! LGC! LGC!
LGC boys.
All right.
Are we still undefeated?
Yeah, yep.
Apparently, yes.
All right. We still got a smidge of time left. You want to do some Jackbox?
Sure.
Yay!
Around the jack box.
Yeah, we got half an hour. That's about one round of Jack.
We can do that.
Yep. Let me just pee while you set up.
Close, damn you. All right.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
A random person
Yes,
told
random
me on
people.
Discord asked if I would help him install Linux.
Then
Nice.
And next week he's gonna join. He couldn't this week, but in our podcast. That's it.
what do you want to go for? You want to like mass multiplayer bracketeering? You think that'd be good?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
we just get everyone in that.
Yay, Ben.
Let me see what else we have. Yeah, it's got to be massively multi. Yeah, we'll just
That's
go with
That's
bracketeering. Yeah, where we don't have to worry about room codes. We just everyone come in.
We have a working link.
What?
A working link.
To what?
Jackbox?
Not yet.
Jackbox.tv.
Patience.
And they thought the room code was already up.
No.
Just ran in 4 letters to get his
I was like, let's see what car is. Can I hit this van? No. There's a car over there. It's in the corner. Let's try standing on it and hitting it. That worked. And I was
Okay.
chasing Pedro around.
Why me, Scott? Why must you target me?
Retribution, because
it
all I was
you or
doing
the
was
guy the other side of the map.
I was just straight up targeting Scott for fun, man. So
I seem to go after Alan or Linux Nuru. Those were my 2 victims. But But I think that's just because they put themselves in suboptimal situations that I can just take advantage of.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a smoker, I just try to pick off like the last one in the line.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Spitter's tough because like you got to stay away, but there's also like the risk reward of like following them a little bit.
And there is if in a dire straits.
Because you'll run out of range super fast, and then it'll just kill you.
There is in dire straits the suicide option where Spitter, when she dies, releases more acid.
But that's really a boomer strat. Like that's you gotta like spawn right.
You do the puke and then you run into the middle of them, and
or you
blow up again.
or you spawn into a blind corner where they're just walking into, and then just.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's a if it's the last person who's reviving someone or something like that, and you're above them, you just jump on if you don't have a recharge yet or something.
Well, I mean, like, you basically have to kamikaze as the boomer because the recharge on that spit is not...
But yeah.
A book.
Cube by cube.
Cubic.
That works too.
Oxford, I wish you could join us for this one.
There's a bunch of interesting... There's a bunch of interesting ways of playing with the infected, though. Like, they all have their special situations. Smoker can do extra damage if you can pull them off of things, because the fall damage is actually amplified when it pulls down. So there's some cases where, like, if you grab someone, they fall and they instantly go red. Mercy Hospital has a couple of those.
Yeah, and the first campaign of Left 4 Dead 2 has that too.
The one problem though is like sometimes you just get spawned in a rotten spot.
Yeah.
You're just like
it just gets spawned.
Yeah. Like there's no good place for you. You basically just have to kamikaze and hope for the best.
Yep.
I did like 2 damage. All right, that was the best I could do. With, like.
All right, hang on, chill. Is everyone in that wants to be in?
Not yet.
Why not?
The room code is on stream, Pennywise.
Yeah.
You gotta watch.
But yeah, like at the beginning, the very first round, I was a hunter and I was on the roof, and I was looking down on Pedro. I missed him by like a foot.
Yeah, no,
But
the
if I would've
hunter is
hit him-
usually better off like on the ground and jumping, like picking off the last person that got
But
left
if you
behind,
can't-
or that.
Or if you can wombo combo with the spitter, like
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The one people don't know is a lot of people don't know is that if you get hunter, the initial hit does extra damage if you go distance. So if I would have hit him from the roof, I would probably got him the yellow immediately. And the scratch is after.
Makes sense.
We are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And remember, the rule is no pandering.
None at all. You will be disqualified instantaneously. No one vote for any pandering.
We always say that.
Well, we have to, because somebody's like, I'm going to try it just to see. Pfft, no votes.
We've got big fun waiting to be unleashed. We'll be posing some of life's most important questions. Your answers will be paired off in a no-holds-barred tournament. And your votes will determine which answers advance in the bracket. As
That's
we
loud.
whittle down to our championship winner, this is bracketeering.
Oh, noes. How does
I'm
it work?
sending the topic of our first bracket to your devices now. The coolest time to rip your shirt in two and let out a primal scream. I should probably be wearing a shirt for this one, huh? Type in the answer you think has the best chance of winning and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be rolling in moolah. By the way, you can join the audience and play along by going to jackbox.tv and entering the room code.
God.
All right.
Oh, cool, Oxford. Yeah, well, have fun watching and say
Time's
hello
running
from
out.
Bill Linux Girl to your kids.
Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups.
I like my chances
That
of this
means
one.
it's time to introduce ourselves to the prediction table. On your device, you'll see one of the upcoming matchups for this bracket. If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you'll earn some sweet, sweet moolah.
All right. All right.
The predictions are in.
I got this
It's
one.
time to dive into our first bracket. This could get ugly. Use your device to vote on which you think deserves to win. But don't forget, if you change your mind, you can change your... Well, you'll have to kiss your sibling because it's a tie.
Number one is
Show your support for
pandering.
your
So.
answer.
Yep. Number one's
As fast as you
disqualified.
can.
Sunrise.
That tie went bye-bye. Oh, how I hate ambiguity. What an upset. No one saw this one coming.
I think we all did.
No pandering.
It's a bracket like this that truly makes this game the sport of kings.
Oh, no, that one. Go in that one.
Oh boy.
The struggle is real. Just
I mean-
the clock now.
If we're really thinking about the worst time,
That
It's
was
the
a
coolest
bracket of
time.
Titans.
well, worst for you. It might be the coolest for the audience.
Predicting that correctly pays off. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Omega Conference.
Oh shit.
I am on
Oh,
the edge
shit.
of my seat.
Oh. Oink.
This one seems like it's over before it's done.
What?
Yes.
Oink, oink, motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
National Ham Day.
Round out the bracket with this vicious matchup.
I'm gonna go with noon. Sometimes. Like, what time is it? Rawr.
No one thought it would be this close. An epic showdown. That had more dangerous swings than an abandoned playground. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. You've got a new matchup waiting for you on your device. Predict the one you think is going to win.
Okay.
Pretty easy choice.
Says you.
Yeah,
The
what's
predictions are in.
Horrible thing.
Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. It was touch and go for these two answers last round.
Dominated.
Yeah, that's pretty clear cut, that one.
Primal.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Roar, bitch.
Show me your war face.
Said, easy decision.
It's better when it's just the
One match
jingle
away from
bell.
our finals.
Hmm.
I don't know, science class. I don't know if you got this one.
You can't beat Ham Day.
Ham Day's unstoppable.
You gotta be a ham on Ham Day.
This one's looking over.
Somebody held their ground, though. Somebody's like, no, man. National Science Day.
Ham
Nope.
toss?
Oh, Pedro.
No, I got the wrong one.
Oh, no.
What is the coolest time to rip your shirt in two and let out a primal scream?
When you're attacked by a Gorn.
I don't know this one.
That's what I said, and no one did it.
I'm seeing some early traction here.
Not really.
I said before, during, and after sex, and I thought that was gonna be a shit. But
First
We have
No.
lots of good ones.
Ah, damn it. Child custody hearing was mine.
I guess, but
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Ben got it.
Yeah.
Wow, what a
it all
bracket.
started with a
Let's see how the
dream
score shook
of
out.
National Ham Day.
Not less. I'll take it.
Huh?
Well, Mir wanted to disqualify himself.
Bracket. We'll start with just the category. Give any age in years old. Go ahead and write the first thing that comes to mind. We'll see the real bracket title after the answers are all in.
Okay.
Oh god.
I chose the safe age.
Well, it's clearly double digit.
Yes, it is double digit.
Let's see what this bracket is really about. The best age to be when turned into a vampire. And if anybody's
no.
asking, I was turned into a vampire at the age of 49.
I picked the wrong one.
Time to get in those predictions.
Oh boy.
No pandering, remember?
It's a number!
How do you pander with a number?
The predictions are in.
There was one that wasn't a number. Just saying.
Okay. Okay.
Namely, that one.
The initial votes are coming in.
I mean, once you hit 10 to 32, you don't need to be a vampire anymore, right?
An upset in the making.
54.
The human heart is a fickle beast.
I can't remember. Yes, I did vote for that one. Okay.
Our next matchup. This is one for the ages.
Okay.
Okay,
We're going for the geriatric battle, is what I'm seeing here.
Pretty much, man. We're gonna have an old folks home of bloodsuckers.
This one. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
A clear favorite.
That's a good reference.
Yay!
That victory will
I'm genuinely shocked no one put down 69.
Yeah, that's what I thought Scott
There's
was
one
going
in
for.
our bracket.
Okay.
No,
One bracket to
18.
go.
But I don't know what it is. There's 18, right?
Vicious matchup.
Nope, still no 69.
Here come the votes.
That's pretty much given. That's too easy.
It's really going back and forth. This one seems like it's over before it's done.
Oh no.
It's the
That one's back
shocker.
and forth more than Luke and Lorelai.
That would be horrifying.
You're
Thing is, I'm not sure
forever
that
a
might be an
baby.
eye. That might be an eye.
You don't want a vampiric toddler.
Before we get on to round two, it's time
Which is
to
still
make
one, I guess, in
another
Roman numerals.
prediction.
I mean, do they even make like little tiny sticks? Chopsticks? Or
These toothpicks, maybe.
Yeah.
The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two.
Have to whittle down a Lincoln log?
Nothing has got easy so far for either of these answers.
I guess people are just picking the larger number now.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're at the end of your life. You need something to extend it.
Math rules in
Yeah,
this
Miss-
house.
Mysterium.
Slimmer!
Tremendum. We've played Tuxcart quite a bit. We played the alpha and the beta of the network play, and then the
One
stable.
more match to determine our finals.
I love it too.
Oh, come on.
We'll have to play it again soon.
Votes
we
are
gotta go with
incoming.
the Dark Stance of the universe. Come on.
Yeah. The beginning of the life, the universe, and everything.
The lead keeps changing hands.
Not really. Not
But
really, game.
that's not pandering.
Just running out the clock now.
That's general nerd pandering. Not
Yeah.
That was a slaughter.
Yep.
I mean, it's not an inside reference.
And now the definitive matchup. What is the best age to be turned into a vampire?
The one I bet on.
Pretty much.
What?
Give the old geezer
We're going
some
for the
life.
bigger number, right?
That's enough to win.
Apparently, this is the rule.
Yay.
Arn. Arn, 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 arn.
Let's check out that
Arn.
scoreboard.
right.
I'm in third. How did that happen?
Moose.
Oh shit! I still came in second. It was supposed to be I, like the irrational number.
Time for the triple blind bracket.
But then I saw the category and I'm like, no.
Every single round.
No hope.
Let's start with a category.
So in there, I think the
Something you
joke's a
might
little
find in
complex.
Garbage or a landfill. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take?
I mean, that's the kind of place that has everything, right?
If you're brave enough, yes.
Oh, damn it!
Time's running out.
Alright.
Let's see what we're dealing with. Best thing to put in your mouth.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god.
All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count.
Best thing to put in your mouth.
Best.
Why?
A number one superpower pang. That's easy enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather put coat.
I'll risk the E. coli infection, thank you very much.
I mean, you're risking it either way.
Dude. There you go.
Yay!
Jill got that right.
Okay,
And I
now it's
mean,
gonna be.
Our next matchup.
Oh my god!
Best thing to put in your mouth.
Especially if it's for Switch. Especially if it's for Nintendo Switch.
E.T. for the Nintendo Switch.
Really?
It's a nail biter.
Oh, come on. I did actually find it.
No contest.
Put it in your mouth.
You people are wrong. It's the ET cartridge.
I don't know, man. I've seen people smell them. They're like, oh, and they
Why don't
put
we
it
see
back.
what's going on the other side of the bracket.
I mean,
it's a sandwich.
That's oh man, that's so.
it's no young glue.
Oh man, he spells
winner
the
there.
sandwich as he says it. Damn it.
I didn't actually notice until you pointed it out.
Yeah,
Santa Cruz is the lose.
That's how Ben says sandwich.
It's time
Sandwich.
to round out the
Sandwich.
bracket with this vicious matchup.
You know what?
Really vanilla.
Blame it on the rain, baby.
Being loud and clear on this one.
I mean, it'll lip sync
Yes,
if you put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth and suck it.
Did
that's a
read the
good
memo.
one, Scott.
Except it's not that good.
I lost that one.
We're
Yeah.
changing that bracket title again.
Uh-oh.
Best thing to try to re-gift.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Predictions in now.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
The predictions are in.
Oh,
Let's
that's
jump back
hard.
to our bracket for round 2. There is no love lost between these two.
Oh my gosh.
Gallifrey
Best
stands.
thing to re-gift. Yeah, no.
I think it's a clear winner.
Dead fish and
I mean,
worthless. We've
how
got
many
a winner.
re-gifts does poop have in it?
Poop is a kind of regift automatically if you think about
Yeah,
it.
right? That's like OG
Yeah.
re-gift.
It's a regift to yourself.
The finals are just a win away from these next 2 answers.
Another sandwich.
Of course, Milli Vanilli runs away with it.
Ben's has
Not a
sandwich.
runaway.
He saw battle if I ever saw one. We have a
Damn it.
few lucky winners.
Uh-oh.
One more change.
That was a close one.
Most likely to contain a genie.
Oh,
If
shit.
your answers still make sense.
See, the sandwich would have been better for that.
Yeah, right? I'm just saying.
Oh god.
Zombie ham.
When Billy Vanilli paired up with Will Smith.
I suppose then.
Aren't they dead anyway? What?
If you rub or use condom, your wish will come true.
Yes. I mean, as
Convince
far as
me.
the question goes, yeah.
Well, you were apparently doing something to cause it to be used.
Mister!
Mister.
But did any of
Very
that
good,
affect
Alan.
the final standings?
I have a million.
Shimmadum digits. Hey.
Murr!
I'm not in the top
Oh
three.
yeah, straight to the top.
Yay!
Washing machine.
Yeah, I made it fourth.
I tried the washing machine, man.
I thought YouTube comments would have done it, but apparently people want to put poop in their mouth more than
It's all
YouTube
poop.
comments.
He makes good
There
3D
you-
tutorials.
You mean there's a difference between the two?
Yeah.
Huh.
I learned something today.
Yeah.
YouTube comments are vomit, not poop.
Oh no, YouTube comments.
No one likes YouTube comments.
No, YouTube comments are shit.
YouTube comments are adorable. It's see the best thing about a good YouTube comment is the same thing about a good like Haiti like Twitter or Reddit comment, because you're like, oh, I'm so angry, but always go click on that person's profile and it's just a string of the spray and pray with like re.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yes.
aw. You can't be mad at him. Unless you're Pedro. Pedro wouldn't be mad at him. He's just like, here's something to do.
If it's a clever one, like the early Monster Cameron comments, absolutely.
Oh man.
Most of the ones we've been getting lately is like, seriously? That's the best you got? Really?
Cameron gotta get his groove back, man. Dude. So
I think I've eaten too many almonds.
you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
on that shell, on that almond shell,
Ooh.
Slowly.
I'm not
dripping
going to
down
lie. I
into your
just spent
larynx.
that entire bracketeering watching Jordan like getting slower with it. And hoping that was going to be the one that took him down live. It'd be great for
Yep.
ratings.
That's how I do.
Yeah. Powering through it, man. Mad respect for that. That is one Jordan's thing. Find him out. Burning Fool on Twitter and Unaccounted For on Twitter. Vince Stone on Twitter. And all the beautiful people hanging out, joining us live in the after shows. And we got Jill, Foxy, Mir, Mr. Alert, Pennywise, and Scott,
Yo.
Zombie Sniping Michaud.
We also had the Oxford coma in there at one point.
The Oxford
Yeah.
coma? Is that a bunch of sleepy English people?
Nah, man.
Yes.
It's like university and pills mixed together
That's how
in
it's
one beat.
spelled.
Yeah, no,
It's not
that's-
Oxford coma.
Yeah, you gotta go to Oxford University, get yourself an Oxford coma, and then have a good time.
It's a drink, man.
It's a roofie drink.
Oh, the roof is on fire, beautiful people. We'll hang out in Discord and say our good nights, cross our commas, and dot our post-dangling participles. Yeah, we'll do that.
You're a post-dangling participle.
Oh, you say it like you know I like it. Beautiful people. We'll see you next week. Die to fire.
Bye.
Everyone, we love you.
Please don't actually die in a fire.
No, actually die in a
Or
fire.
if
Thank
you
you.
do, make sure
At
someone
least we have one sane
records
Canadian.
it.
Yeah.